A curse has befallen the region of Icewind Dale, in the form of an unrelenting winter that has slowly chipped away at those who live here for 2 long years. Most have lost the will to believe it will ever end, as hundreds of adventurers have flocked to this region in an attempt to end the curse and go down in history. None have succeeded. Those who do live to tell their tales are left frozen and mutilated by the horrors of the region. Join us as an unlikely group of adventurers come together to try and best these lands and put an end to the curse.
Hello everyone, welcome to Tabletop Tyranny, where we play Icewind Dale campaign. I don't know, my introduction thing went away, so I'm freeballing. So yeah, we are back. Cool.
You're
I'm Jacob.
what?
We're back. We're back. I'm Jacob. I'm the Dungeon Master. We have 6 incredible players. You see a couple of them waving. Nothing out of the ordinary here. This is typical D&D Sunday business. No funny businesses here. So I will start off by asking who has inspiration, who does not have inspiration. I feel like there was a couple people that used it last session.
I don't for once.
I do not.
All right, perfect. So we are going to go back to a little bit of a fun riddle. Riddle me this.
Riddle me this, Batman.
No more getting to know each other. We're just going to be asking riddles. So
Finally.
it's more or less a riddle. It's more or less either a riddle / critical thinking question. So the question I asked tonight is, pick my nose. There we go. All right. What time is it when an elephant sits on a fence?
That's a joke.
What time is it when an elephant sits on a fence?
Shit, I don't remember all my elephant jokes.
Everybody write down answers, or have one ready. You don't have to write it down.
I don't know if I'm being.
I'm gonna put a 30-second timer on my phone,
Oh no, don't pressure.
and I'm going to set it. I'll set a minute timer. How about that? You guys get 1 minute to mill it over. Turn my volume up. We got 55 seconds on the clock, and while they think, ponder when the best time or what time it is when an elephant sits on the fence. How are you doing? How are you, the viewer, doing? If there are any viewers here, I don't have the stream open, sadly, but
It says there's 2.
hi.
I'm one of them.
Hello. Perfect. Hello, Craig.
Hi.
30 seconds are on the clock. You got 30 more seconds to think it over.
I think
20
I got
seconds
this.
remaining.
Done.
I've got 2 answers in mind. One serious and one not at all.
I'm amazed that you have 2.
Yeah, I have none.
10,
Yeah, I don't
9,
know.
8, 7, 6, 5.
I mean, I'm gonna say something, but I don't think it'll work.
2, 1. Time is up. Put down your pencils. Keep your eyes on your own paper.
Can
all right,
I
what is it?
start?
Yeah, you can start.
I put-
Nathan, you are correct.
I put it's just past tusk instead of dusk. I don't know.
Wait,
I
that's
love it.
amazing.
I love it.
So that was one of mine.
You can have a point of inspiration. That is
Sweet.
an
My-
amazing answer, Craig.
What
I
was
can
it? I
only
didn't
think
see
of-
what Nathan wrote.
Hold on, we
Oh.
hold on, Nathan. Don't pull it up yet.
Okay,
We'll see what
okay.
everyone else's answer is.
I can only think of like the fence being broken. So like, is it like time to get a new fence?
All right, so star in. That is basically what Nathan put as well. So star
Oh.
in.
Oh, yes!
That's awesome.
Oh.
That is technically the correct answer, but I am. If anyone else has a guess or had what they had thought prior to that.
I don't know.
I got 2:30 because that's the only other joke I know related to time.
2:30. Okay. Sadly, we cannot give you a point for that.
Acceptable. I'll just die.
Yeah.
We recorded last session, so let's just.
All
I
right.
know.
So, a little bit of a quick recap for the. Oh, yes.
I have
You're going Lorian.
Oh, what'd you have?
Two. First it was Tusk. As
Okay,
Chris
yeah.
Did say, but the other one is something my aunt would always say. It's half past a monkey's ass, a quarter to his balls.
All right.
Your aunt would say that to you.
My aunt would
I'll-
say that.
I'll give you a point for the first answer for Tusk. That is such a great.
I'm stealing that.
You'd ask
I'm a
her
new
this
aunt.
time, and she'd
I'll
go, "It's
start
half
using
past
it.
a monkey's ass, quarter to his balls."
Yes.
Amazing.
Oh.
Well. With that, we're gonna get into the quick recap, and then we'll get into our session. So, on our last session, session 60, we're on session 61. This is session 61, which is crazy. The party was ambushed by ice methods and cold light walkers sent by Oral. Enoch and Sir Lancelot both found themselves on the brink of death. However, Avarice was able to finally assist the party with their endeavors, launching multiple fireballs at these attackers, helping kind of shift the battle in the party's favor. Because it got pretty
Harry.
pretty hairy pretty quick. Once the battle concluded, everyone quickly healed up, taking the much needed short rest. Yes,
You forgot to mention his rage. That was super impactful.
yes. Kitris did rage and had the ability to magically place a hunter's trap. I don't know the range, but we will see that in the future. I
I
hope.
don't know what the range was.
Probably like 60.
Anywhere on the planet.
Yeah.
Dear God.
Anywhere
I
you
should have put it
want.
under avarice and said, "Oops."
Oh
On
gosh.
town
Bear
speaker
trap.
Darren's commode.
Mm.
Yeah, but the party used that time to kind of heal back up, and as they, they took a short rest before they set off into the wilderness. Caldra revealed some information about her backstory,
Yeah.
and kind of brought the party a little closer, in my opinion, by these revelations that she was kind of revealing. But with that, they all did eventually set out into the wilderness, headed towards the Kraken's Kiss, as Caldra, with the compass, basically leads the party in the direction of this ship, using the compass to guide her. That night, after the battle, you guys quickly traveled, set up a camp. This was kind of off screen. Set up a camp, rested. There was nothing that happened during the night. Everything was fine. And Tyler, you raised your hand.
Oh, I was gonna make a joke. I said, let's hope we end up better than her ship did.
Yes, there was a joke made.
Because she's navigating us.
Yes. We shall see. But with that, we now kind of pan up on a new day. So there was a long rest that had happened.
Oh, sweet.
So a long rest happens. You all have 10 temp HP because y'all's feet from
Nice.
the blessing of Lathander, of the Morning Lord. Any items that had charges would reset. Emily, you can just keep the Sun Star, the Summer Star, checked because you got to use it for the. You already know there's blizzards. You can use it to clear those out. Before you guys kind of set off into this new day's adventure, I know we've already kind of handled the mechanics like token wise on the map. Did y'all want to talk about anything as you guys kind of woke up, or did y'all want to converse a little bit? Yeah, Tyler, if you wanted to take the scene over, feel free.
Avarice, where's my spell?
Avarice says to you, I thought I told you it would be here tomorrow. This is it's only been a day.
Tomorrow?
Yes, it's only been a day since we made that.
I feel like I keep hearing this. Okay,
Gives you something to live for.
I got a lot to live for.
Let's hope so. But yeah, this conversation is kind of happening as you guys are kind of around the little fire. Avarice has made a breakfast like she always tries to do. It's not the best, not the greatest. Maybe someone seasons it when she's not paying attention. Usually Sir Lancelot, and as that conversation kind of naturally happens, she goes around and does hand each of you the 50 gold for the day. So add 50 gold to your character sheet. The Sugar Mama Avarice gives you your payment for the day.
Yeah, baby.
And if anyone wants to talk, or do anything, feel free to do it now, or we can just kind of transition into like a cutscene.
I will say the hunter's trap was anywhere that I could see, so
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it had a pretty good range.
Very nice.
I think I'm good. I think we went over everything.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna, since all my flowers died, because the Shauna didn't keep them up, stupid. I'm gonna druid craft everyone's flowers back to normal. Make sure Sir Lancelot has his little flower crown and his shell
Thank you.
decorated. I'll give Hyacea his spider lily. I'll give Kitris his dragon song. And then Antiochus, I'm gonna give you a flower today. I'm gonna give you. I'm thinking I want to give you a blue. What is this flower called? I'm gonna say Daisy because I think that's what it is, but I don't know.
Daisy. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll give you a little blue Daisy.
Thank you.
I'm
That's
trying
sweet.
to figure out Enid, right?
You should ask Sir Lancelot because they're like tight. They're like. Ah.
That's a great idea.
They both had a near-death experience the other day, so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Immediately.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
I'm glad you're back.
Me too. Hopefully, the shot wasn't too mean to y'all.
She was kind of mean.
I figured. I was trying to be hopeful. Anyways.
I'm gonna
that's
get
all
on
I
Buff
wanted to
Beat.
do.
Currently
You
looking
do
up
so.
flower meanings to think of the funniest thing to give to Enoch.
Name my bird.
He'd love a red carnation.
Yeah, I will say make sure. I think some of you guys handed some items out. Make sure you guys do attune to those. You would have attuned to magic items. So if you had got a magic item, make sure you are attuned to it. You would have done it over your short rest or your long rest, depending on whatever. But yeah, if no one else has anything to say, we'll set out. You guys, yeah. So
What's up to it?
a little bit of a cutscene, kind of a cutscene montage or cutscene description as you guys set out into this ever expanding wilderness. You know, wherever you were camping, everything gets packed up, put away. You know, your axe beaks get packed up as well. You pack your belongings on your axe beaks, and you set out on your axe beaks. Which I can't remember off the top of my head what they are. So if you guys remember what your description for each of them were, feel free to explain them.
Buff
now.
Beak's the biggest and the strongest.
Buff beak. is
Mine's
sold.
just clean.
Very
for
clean. If
Mine
you
is
don't
not
remember,
the biggest, but
yeah.
it has the most inner strength.
Yes. Yes.
Anime
Mine has
character.
mine has the mohawk.
Yep.
Yeah, mine was all black.
Yeah.
Mine was all white.
Very nice. And Avarice just has the plain old axe speak, no creativity. She is a. Hers is just dipped in gold. It's a golden axe. No, it's
Jesus.
Wow. You got a shiny.
Gilded axe.
she spray painted in the middle of the night. But yeah, so you guys all mount up onto these axe beaks and you set out
Hold
into
up.
the wilderness.
We're regulators.
Kaldra falls into the lead position as she has the compass and she is actively navigating you all. Thankfully, with the compass, you guys don't have to make any kind of checks to stay on course, maintain course, just because the compass does assist with this task. So we cut to a scene of the party traveling. You guys are traveling as if it's shot from a wide camera. It's a wide angle from afar, and we see the group's outlines kind of sprinting through the vast wilderness. There are clouds of ice and frost that are just kicked up by the massive axe-beak talons as they head through this wilderness. It's as if there's a small cloud is just forming as you guys are just leaving this large cloud path. It is a sight to see. If there was anyone out here to see it. We see our camera shift to behind your party as they get smaller and smaller in the frame, rushing towards a ominous and dark horizon. We see. I lost my spot. The group, as you guys rush through this darkness, the group disappears into this darkness. You know, the wind picks up fast, lightning strikes quickly, scorching the ice and chipping away large chunks of just frozen rock and just tumbling down, causing their own small little avalanches, mini avalanches all over the space around you as you have entered a blizzard, a very dangerous environmental hazard to most in Icewind Dale. Our view shifts to within the storm as it descends more so on the sole figure of Sir Lancelot's hulking form. And we see Sir Lancelot reach in, grab the Summer Star, hold it above their head, and channel that innate magic within it. as this shockwave of brilliance just radiates from the magical device, as if boom, boom, like pulses of just magical energy that is causing the blizzard around you to disperse, carving this large 5-mile wide bubble of just clear, pristine weather. It's still cold, but the weather's clear. But you guys are not suffering from the blizzard's effects. We cut to another shot of the party, this one extended far from them, as they ride towards the camera. Slowly growing larger and larger in the frame. However, we, the audience, see a slight shift in the snow in 4 distinct areas. These areas line up right with the party's trajectory. Our camera quickly pans and shifts back to the party's perspective, hanging over the shoulders of our group, traveling with them as they giddy on up through this wilderness. As you guys move at this extreme breakneck pace, this fast pace, you aren't able to notice this before it happens, as you see 4 massive shapes, 4 massive snow-covered owlbears just emerge from the ground as you guys just are intercepted by these hulking, sleeping beasts. The axe beaks react as any animal would, surprised and fearing for their lives, as these massive, blackish shard-like ice shard talons reach out to try to rip out at their necks. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw to determine whether or not you are flung from your saddles and knocked prone. As your mounts, these axe beaks begin to act sporadically, fearing for their lives with these surprised reactions. Yes, Antiochus.
What do we need to make?
Can you use your portent after knowing?
No, I'm not going to. I just want to know if I'm thrown off by.
It's gonna be a medium difficulty, so medium difficulty will be a DC 15 dexterity.
Fuck.
I got 18.
18. All right.
I got 24.
24.
13.
I'm gonna use my heroic inspiration
Yeah.
and a different dice.
Enoch got a 21.
21.
12.
12. Yeah. So if anyone rolled below 15, you are flung from your axe beak. You don't take any damage from this. You're more or less just knocked prone. So whoever failed, I would like for them to. I have you guys grouped up on your tokens on the map, if you can see that. If you click on those tokens together, you should be able to ungroup them. I don't think it's only my controls that allow that. You should be able to do that. And then just move your token off the axe beak, either side, whatever side you think you're. So if you click the.
I already
There you go.
ungrouped it.
Okay.
Why is it not? Hold on.
There you go. I took you off of it.
Thanks.
Yeah, I kept you guys kind of grouped to kind of keep the tokens all kind of coalesced together or whatever. But okay, so we have, so it's mainly just Caldra and Antiochus that failed this check. Yeah, so you guys are flung prone, maybe like 5 feet off your, like you could be like right next to your
Oh,
mount,
fuck.
right next to them. With that, as you are flung, as the kind of that adrenaline rush heightens up, you kind of take in your surroundings. You notice that kind of as you bolt yourself and kind of become more aware of this surprise sensation, you see these creatures properly for the first time, and there's something strange about them. You see that their eyes glow with the brilliant blue orb. You see their skin sags from their bodies, and pieces of bones rip through the loose skin that is draped over. Each of these owlbears are rotting, and you quickly understand that these are undead owlbears. These are not natural owlbears. The blood that does stain their portions of fur and skin are caused from various wounds. You even see maybe some spears or some sort of weapons lodged inside of these axe beaks. And with that, I need everyone to roll initiative.
God damn.
And I will preface this that saying any token on the field, besides the gargoyles, of course, are fair game. So this could hinder movement if an axe beak dies. Axe beaks are part of the initiative, so to speak, more or less just for tracking their HP, unless you guys want to actually fight with them. These axe beaks are not fighters, of course. They are birds.
They're lovers.
Yeah, and if you need help ungrouping your tokens from everything, I will say go around and name y'all's axe beaks. I couldn't remember off the top of my head.
Mm.
Go around and name your axe beaks so we can kind of differentiate who's who in the zoo.
I think I named mine Poe already.
A shot
I
mean,
called her
he-
it.
I mean, like on the token, like on.
Oh, I
the
got you.
screen.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get set up on my end, then I'm gonna play some music for you guys. As a somber, sad music isn't really.
Priority number 1, don't let the axe beaks die. Priority number 2, try not to die.
So I will start calling for initiative. So Antiochus, what'd you get?
Oh, 11.
11. Caldra.
6.
Wow. Woo!
What'd you get, Nathan?
16.
Very nice. High say.
Nice.
High say. 9.
9.
Kitris, what'd you get?
I also got a 6.
Ooh.
Wow, we're doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir Lancelot, what'd you get?
Woo!
What?
1. All right.
Dude, we...
It's chilling.
I will say you don't have to, but I'm just gonna remind you because there's a lot of things going on. You guys still have some of you have birthday crits.
Mm.
This is not me. Like, if you want that, don't forget that is a resource available. I'm gonna roll my stuff.
Stripe. Love it.
I'm gonna say y'all's axe beaks are gonna act on y'all's turns as well. So I will give. I will just say they're gonna be initiative tracker, but we're not gonna really look at their.
Right.
We're gonna put them at like 1, but they're gonna go after. And basically, I just need that so I can keep track of their HP. Each of these axe beaks have an armor class of 11, and a hit point value of 19.
It's lower than I'd like.
Yep.
So 19 hit points.
Yes, they have 19 hit points.
Remember, we have a second battle in the day too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
You don't know what time that's at, but yes.
Midnight.
I believe everything is in order. So the owlbears rolled really well. They are going to be good first. So it looks like.
Good.
So yeah, we see these owlbears just spring out of the snow. You know, their natural white feathers help them kind of blend in. And you guys were traveling so fast that we were not able to kind of pick this up. So we watch as this snowy owlbear is going to. I'm going to roll a d4. It's going to do a 1-2. It's going to hit the axe beak. A 3-4 is going to hit Caldra. So, with that, I'll roll it on D&D Beyond for you, just to make it easier.
Is Caldra prone?
She is prone. It rolled a 1, so it's gonna reach out and attack at your axe. So, you watch it as its animal instincts, whatever remains beneath its husk. Just it's gonna make a multi-attack against your axe beak. It's gonna try to bite it with its beak and then scratch it with its claws. So, with its beak attack, it rolled a 13 to hit, which I'm pretty sure hits. Yep, is that a hit?
Mm.
Oh. I thought you
Yeah.
used that. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. For sure.
Let me write down Axe Beak's AC and all that.
It's 11.
Yeah, my bad. All right, so it's gonna take. It takes 7 piercing from this beak as his beak latches down and just grabs onto the bird. The axe beak squeals out in pain. You see, I rolled a crit, so there's a natural 20. As his axe beak is going to try and rip apart, or this owlbear is going to try to rip apart your axe beak.
It's karma for calling it it.
That
I will
was
say-
Ashana!
I will say, if anyone has anything to
Caldra
change,
gave it a new name.
if anyone has anything to change that, you feel free to do that.
Yeah, I'll use my reaction to I'll use my reaction to Silvery Barbs.
Silvery Barbs. All right.
Yeah.
Who do you want to give inspiration
I'll give inspiration to Enoch.
to? Enoch. All right, Enoch, you have advantage on your next attack roll.
Yeah.
Ability save, I think, or saving throw. So, it's gonna roll.
Yeah.
It's not a crit, but it is a 27 or 25. It is a 25. So,
Better. Better.
so you watch as this.
Wolf.
Uh,
That's such a good
Wow.
axe beak name, Emily.
Yeah, axe beak. Thank
you
you.
watch as it takes 19 points of damage. You watch as this axe beak is this owlbear bites down, and digs both of its claws, and tries to rip it apart. The axe beak is down now. Your axe beak is down.
Oh, okay.
Your axe beak's making death throws instead of just dying instantly. The axe beak is making death throws. So Vega has been entirely reduced. So you watch as these like black claws, black talons that this owlbear has are just infused with like what looks to be some sort of cold magic, as cold seems to seep into the axe beak's body. So with that, Vega is at 0 HP. She is making death saves.
Wow.
I'm just going to. I do 19 damage. So Vega. Alright. That's that axe beak's whole turn as it bites down and just begins to lash out at your mouth. Axe beak. Owlbear 1 is going to more or less same decision, a d4. It's going to see if it attacks either Avarice or Owlbear. A roll of 2, so it's going to attack the. We'll say it attacks Avarice, actually. So. So many dice to roll. It's going to try to bite out with a beak. It's going to miss. It's going to miss both attacks on
Nice.
Avarice. Move over to the next owlbear. Owlbear 2. This one is going to just attack Buffbeak since it's just directly in front of it. It's going to attack Buffbeak. It's going to make 2 attacks, a beak attack and a claw attack. It's going to hit with a 13. It's going to hit with a 22. 30, 20.
I'll use my on the beak attack. I'll use my portent to give him a 5.
With a 5, it would reduce it down to a 12. A 12 would still hit.
Never mind.
But if you don't,
Did
I'm
I-
not gonna make
did I
you.
do
If
it?
it's yeah, you're not
Okay.
gonna. I'm not gonna
Okay.
make you waste that if it still hits.
Wow, Buffbeak's dead, guys.
I'm not even gonna roll the dice. The minimum dice damage for both attacks is gonna drop it to 0. So Buffbeak goes down as well, and it starts making that saving throws.
It's not that strong, I guess. Jack.
But with that, we move over to Enoch. You're seeing these owlbears just commit grievous murders, acts against
Holy crap.
these animals.
Holy. A 5 would still hit. They've got to roll.
And you can dismount mount as a free action. It doesn't take
Okay.
any kind of resource to.
Well, I can tell that my axe beak's probably not going to be worth a dime. So I'm going to leave Stripe where he's at.
Okay.
And I'm going to launch myself off of Stripe's back. And I am going to... As I do so, I'm going to engage my tattoos. Which is a bonus action.
Yeah.
And I am going to move right here. So, yeah, for future reference. So I know I can split up my flurry of blows for my 2 attacks for my attack action. Can I also split those up between targets, or does that have to be on the same target?
You can do it between targets. Yeah, you're not locked in once you start attacking. You can change.
Okay. So I am going to use Antiochus's gift of inspiration on an attack against Snow Owlbear number 2.
Go for it.
What is it? What is it?
Let's see here. Oh, it's a good thing I did. 16.
A 16 hits. Yes.
Okay. For 7 points of damage, bludgeoning damage, and since I have my tattoos turned on, that is also 6 points of force damage. So 13 points of damage.
Very nice.
And then for my second attack, I will also attack that same owlbear.
Yeah, get him!
26. Yes.
Is that a crit?
No.
Ah,
19.
Yeah.
19. Yeah.
26 definitely hits.
For 5 or 9 plus 12 points total on that one.
Is this an owlbear 3 or 2?
This is also I believe it's number 2. Both
Number
are
two
number
still?
2.
So it's 13 points total.
For the second attack.
Second attack, yeah. Yeah, you are just beaten into this thing. You're watching as bones and internal bones, whatever bones remain inside, are just being turned to powder and dust, cracking. But the owlbear in its undead state still stands up, still menacing, still imposing.
Okay. And I will then. How far was that? It wasn't very far.
These squares are 5 feet apart, by the way, too.
So that was like 5 feet ish, 5 or 10. So I could move a whole bunch more. Gonna cause some confusion, so I am going to move right here,
Very nice.
and that is my turn.
Perfect. We move over to the prone Antiochus.
I stand up.
As you fall down, you see Buffbeak absolutely just get ripped to shreds. He's on the ground. You see his muscles are bleeding blood. He's bleeding, breathing. He's making death saves. But you get a half move.
I get up. It's gonna be okay, Buffbeak. Hang in there. We're gonna get through this. And then I lay my shotgun on top of him, use him as a steady my gun. I'm not get, and I cast Scorching Ray, and I'll just like load bullets into my shotgun. I'll cast Scorching Ray.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I will, I'll aim the rays at number 2.
Dude, go for it.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
Bless you.
Shoot.
Bless you.
Okay.
I'll let you guys know a 13 on these owlbears is gonna 13
Okay.
and above will hit.
Bless
Just
you.
combat
Eight,
bonus.
8 fire damage on the
Eight
first
fire
one.
damage. Yeah. You see that the damage is not amplified. It doesn't seem to do any additional effects.
Okay, I got a dirty 20 on the dirty 20 to hit on the second, and 6 fire damage on the second, and a 22 to hit, and then another 7 fire damage.
Yeah, you absolutely just led into this with these scorching rays as they kind of shoot out from your shotgun. You watch as this undead creature, the skin that remains is burning away. You see more bone and more kind of rotten sinew beneath. It is now blood.
Holy fuck, you're still up? Oh, shit. You got this, guys. And then I'll duck down behind behind Buffbeak's body and start
All right,
reloading.
we'll say you have, since you're so small, you have half cover while you duck behind your labored breathing death saving throw XP. So that gives you +2 to your AC. When you're half cover.
Yeah.
Nice. We move over to Owlbear 3. Owlbear 3 is going to roll a d4 to see if it hits either Heisei or the Axe Beak. So 1 and 2 will be Heisei, 3 and 4 will be the Axe Beak. A 3, so it's going to swipe out at the Axe Beak. 20s.
Poor guy.
So they are only one of them is going to hit. So one of them hits. The bite, the owlbear's beak latches onto your axe beak, and it's going to take 12 points of piercing damage. So it's still up,
Woo.
but it is got a nasty just piece of flesh ripped out of its body. That was high. So hide is now bloody. Perfect. That's the owlbear's whole turn. We move over to the next person in initiative, which is Avarice. Avarice is going to look over at this owlbear that's next to her.
Fireballs.
She is going to cast lightning bolt on this owlbear at 3rd level. You watch as she lets loose this streak of pure purple energy that just crackles. You see the owlbear's feathers all stand up. It's going to make a dexterity save to see if it can do something. So owlbear 1. Dex save. Roll me that. 12. So it fails its save. That's going to be 8d6 damage.
Dang.
So that owlbear is going to take full damage, take 29 points of damage as this owlbear is just singed from the lightning. And then she is going to use her movement with the Axe Beak's movement to. So if you guys are mounted, and when you move on the Axe Beak, you will have the Axe Beak's movement. So you will share that the Axe Beak's total movement is. It's a bit, I'm pretty sure. It's 50 feet.
50, yeah.
So with that, she is going to provoke an opportunity attack, which this thing is going to lash out at her with its reaction. But she is basically just going to boot, scoot, and boogie away from the party.
Well, bye.
All the way back here. The owlbear's going to try to swipe out at her. It's gonna, it's gonna hit actually. So she is going to take some damage from this claw.
Everest has abandoned us.
At the first sight of combat.
Is it risk knocking her off too?
It does.
That'd be funny.
She ain't going nowhere.
So she's gonna take 19 points of damage.
Ooh.
As this, you watch as it scratches out of her. She's got to make basically a con save. It's gonna be just like a con save for concentration. So actually, it's a strength save. What am I talking about? I'm crazy. So she's gonna take 19 points of damage. With that. You see as she takes this hit, you watch as like the normal white parts of her skin. Her skin is just pale white, pasty, like ice white. When she takes this damage, you watch as there's some like small fractures, like ice breaking or chipping away, and you see some like black skin kind of freckled and poking out from beneath the chipped. But now she's gonna make a strength save, and she rolls a critical fail. She is not prone. The Axe Beak itself is going to continue its movement. She is prone next to the owlbear.
That's embarrassing.
She's like right there. She's prone next to the owlbear.
I could help her, but I won't.
She is not the most strength-based character. We move over to Heisei. Heisei, what are you doing?
I'd rather she stay here.
Okay. How tall are our Axe Beaks real quick?
Axe Beaks themselves are about 8 feet tall.
Holy shit!
Actually, I don't know if they're that tall. Let's say 6 feet. We'll say they're a 6 foot tall bird, which is still pretty big in its own
They
regard.
are a large creature. If that helps.
All right, we'll say they're 10 feet tall.
Wow. I'm
they're
actually
large monstrosities.
Jesus Christ.
These things should be freaky
They're
looking.
about the same size as these owlbears are. These owlbears are massive.
Good lord.
I'm
Heck,
fucking
I just want to
climbing.
double check to see if it might work. I want to try and grab myself and then jump over, kind of like behind this Axe Beak. Since it's so tall, I want to try.
Yeah, I think you could easily kind of like jump over. I'm not gonna. I will say you could make an acrobatics check just to make sure you don't go prone. If you roll that one, you go prone, just because it is
Okay.
icy field.
You roll on that
Yeah,
one,
I
you
got
get impaled on a beak.
Oh, no.
It just eats them.
It's a 21.
Yeah, no, you're perfectly fine. Easily enough
Okay.
to jump over, no damage.
While I'm sliding down, I wanna hit him with 2 daggers.
All right, go for it. Where do you land at? Because if you land here, you'll be flanking it technically, which will give
Yeah.
advantage. So that's what you're planning to do.
Yeah, that's what I was planning.
You can roll with advantage.
Okay, sweet. So for the first attack, that's 22 to hit. I have sneak attack.
Yep.
So that is. I got 20 damage.
Ooh.
This axe beak for the first attack. That's with sneak attack. Drop my dice. And then second attack. Because I'm 2-weapon fighting it. With another dagger in hand, that would be. Try to. Okay, that's 17 to hit for this one. And then that's just straight. That's 1 damage.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, your dagger when it's like cutting through its skin, it's like cutting through dried parchment as it's just like peeling this dead skin apart. It's so nasty. Like you feel it on the end, like on your hilt. You're feeling this weird vibration as you cut through this nasty
Oh.
hide.
Grody. Alright, yeah, that's
Alright.
my turn.
All right, Kitris, the big man himself. What are you doing?
Right, I'm going to. So is this my first 5 feet, or is this my first 5 feet?
It'd be like dismounting. You would 5 feet would be like off of it, so you
This?
would fall. Yeah, that's 5 feet.
Okay, so 5. I'm gonna rage right there. I don't want to
Go
be
for it.
near any of my party members.
Yeah.
I have no
And
idea
you
what's
are
gonna
you are
happen.
flanking, so any attacks against that guy will be an advantage.
Right, because strike is there.
Okay. Roll a 6 and a 10. What is that?
That would be 60. Oh, that would be 16. That would be 16.
16. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm out.
Huh?
So you see Kitris, and I would have been like floating, right? I would have just like dismounted and like flew.
Glided, yeah.
You see Kitris's arms all of a sudden turn into fins. I can and my weapon and shield both drop to the ground because I can't hold them.
Oh.
If it's inconvenient.
Oh my goodness.
You like slap it with fins?
He has horns.
And so
You
Go
can
ahead.
strike it, technically.
I will say if you want, Craig.
mhm.
Avarice is prone. She fell on her back. She sees you dismount and sees this like you channel your rage. She will counterspell the effect you had, so you
Oh.
don't morph into your
Okay,
amphibious form.
that would
I
be
didn't know you
great.
could counterspell it.
I'm going to not normally would you be able to do this, but I'm going to roll this just because there seems to be some sort of
Connection.
influence that she's done with some sort of bond or pact made
Okay.
Huh.
unknowingly as she casts counterspell on you. So she casts that. I will give you the option of you can still rage and just re-roll if you would like, or you can just have no rage at all this turn. Basically.
I'll rage and reroll. Yeah. So it's,
Yeah, so just
I
reroll
assume
it.
I'm using a second rage though, right?
Yeah, I will say that you would have to use another rage,
Okay.
but
I'm gonna roll a 16.
Don't roll a 16 again.
then it's just fate. So she uses a third.
I rolled an 80 and a 10. Is that 90?
So you rolled 80 and a 10, so it would just be
80.
yeah, it would just be 80.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'd be 80.
All right. Go all the way down here.
You turn into a mouse.
Oh, this isn't really helpful to me, but I mean, at least I don't have fins. Because I can already fly, but it says you can step on air as if it's a solid surface while you rage.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So I guess I'll just lay into the owlbear twice.
Yeah. With advantage. That would be kind of if you're carrying somebody, you could just like carry them normal, but you would be flying with them.
Yeah. All right.
That's pretty fucking cool.
15 to hit.
Yep.
Oh wait.
Yes.
That's 7 slashing. Yeah. And 6 slashing.
6 slashing. Very nice. And just like I say, you're cutting through this leather, dry, dead leather skin. It's sick. Gross.
These things are tanky. These things are tanky.
I can actually 25, so I have 15 feet.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, and I'll get between the owlbear and Iacus and just floating above the axe beak.
Yeah, kind of taking like a priority.
Yeah.
Basically taking the space up for focus. Very nice.
Nice.
I like it. All right, we go to Caldra, who is prone. You gotta use half your movement to stand up.
Embarrassing.
I have a question.
Okay.
Am I allowed to cast, say I wanted to do like a healing word.
Okay.
And that could be, hold on, let me make sure that's right. A bonus action. Could I wild shape as an action? How would that work?
Yeah, why not? I'll say yeah. I don't
Okay.
have a problem with that.
Okay. I just want to double check.
I'm sure there's
Alright.
something in there saying that you can do that regardless. So.
Okay, I'm gonna do a healing word on Vega.
All right.
She gets 9 points back.
That's pretty good.
Okay, and then I don't know if you're gonna let me do this. I'm gonna wild shape into. Hold on, I need something that can grab something. Hold on.
Do you stand up, by the way? So you're not prone
Yeah,
anymore when you get.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna turn into my wolf form.
Okay. Is it just a
And-
normal wolf?
Yeah, well, it's the same wolf I've been, all white with the black.
What is it for token transparency?
Oh,
Is it
yep,
jar-
it's just-
a normal wolf?
Hold on, let me check.
This-
Let me check. Yeah, medium. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. And then, oh shit, I forgot. They're huge. This is stupid. Can I get right here?
Yeah, I'll say you can squeeze in like right in front of them.
Okay.
A wolf looking down at Owlbear.
Here.
Yeah, so you do that. You take on this form. You heal your axe beak. It probably doesn't see you shift into a wolf, so this axe beak's probably freaking the fuck out still. It's frantically being sporadic on the ground, but very nice. We'll move over. I'm not gonna hide your token because it kind of takes you out of the mission. So with that, we go to Sir Lancelot. It is your turn. Last but
My
not least.
goodness. All right. I mean, wow, we made it all the way to me, and one is bloodied.
Well, yeah, one's bloodied. So this one down here is down. Like I'll put a black border around it. That one's down, making death saves. So I will make its death save after this turn.
Okay. I am gonna say.
Gonna roll one.
So during this time, Lancelot has been whispering some prayers into a well-worn mollusk shell with a very thick layer of mother of pearl. And he holds it up now, and as the undead are captured in its reflection, they must make a wisdom saving throw or run screaming. This will turn the unholy.
Perfect.
Sweet.
So it is a Constitution
Viking.
save, correct?
It is a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. All right. So Snow Owlbear 4 is going to roll its 8.
This is all 4
Rolls
of
a
them?
9.
It is everybody within all undead and fiend within 30 feet of me. Does that capture you? Possibly it does. If I had a bonus action to slap you, I would. But I don't, so.
Yeah, everyone's within 30.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Does it affect Avarice?
It does.
Wait, really? I thought
Strange.
she was saving
She's
a lot of
undead.
shit.
She's an undead
Oh.
fiend. She gets like double whammy.
She rolls a 14. she safe?
The save is what the fuck is the save? DC 15.
DC 15, so she fails.
She running for me?
So
this
we
is
all see this.
exciting.
Actually,
She
you know
doesn't-
what? You know what? She does not. She does not fail.
That's fair.
She's fine. She doesn't see her reflection.
She will use her one and only legendary save to resist that effect.
Ooh.
Wow,
Hell
we know
yeah.
that she has a
If she
legendary.
knows I got her. We both know. I don't know.
Wild.
But
She has a legendary resistance.
Good lord. Don't mess with this lady.
But yeah, you see that only one owlbear succeeded. Owlbear one that's kind of entangled with Caldra's wolf form succeeded. The rest of them all kind of, you see their form kind of shelter. You see like the blue lights kind of dim a little bit and kind of fade a little bit, and they seem to be in that retreat response.
cool.
No.
Cool.
Nice.
We can
The
mount
man
up and run.
trembled.
We can mount up and run away.
All right, is that you moving anywhere? Or are you staying right there?
I think I'll. Okay, so what's the one that's still good?
The one at the top right. This guy up here.
One at the top right. Okay, I'll move to.
Actually, no. It's not. It's this one down here. Actually, the one next to Avarice.
Oh shit!
That one next. to
All
Avarice.
right. Fuck. All right. I'll get closer to use my shield if needed.
Yeah, you're good.
Interpose.
All right. So with that, we go back to the top of initiative. We go to the owlbear's turn. So the owlbears have to
Run.
flee from you. Basically, can you
Yeah.
reread it one more time for me?
Okay. So if they fail the saving throw, they are turned for 1 minute or until they take damage. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from me as it can. And it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me. It also can't take reactions. It can only dash or
Right.
try to escape from an... Yeah.
Very nice. So
Yeah.
all these owlbears that basically get to go. So you see owlbear 4. It just is gonna dip around. It's gonna move. It's full movement speed. It's gonna dash. It's gonna move 80 feet away from it. It's just gonna move north. It's gonna move off screen. Caldra, if you want to attack it with your reaction, you can. That will break this effect on it though if you attack it. But it is going to move away. So it begins to make its movement.
I think she would bite it.
All right, so go for the bite on it real quick.
You gotta hit first. So.
That's okay. I didn't explain anything.
Yeah, so none of us would know what's going on, right?
This is
Yeah.
probably the first time that you've used it too, huh?
It is, yeah.
Jacob, question.
Yes.
Does my 15-foot reach with my tattoo attacks come into play with attack of opportunities?
Yes, it does. You have 15
Okay.
feet of reach.
Sweet.
So you can make an attack against it as well if you would
So
like.
I can attack against 4 and 3, it looks like.
Yep.
And I would love to do that.
Yeah, so if you want to reach out and attack Owlbear 4 as well,
Yeah.
feel free.
Yeah, I wouldn't be thinking about what the heck's going on. I see an elbow run away and I get a top MD. I'm gonna take a swing at it.
All right, yeah, so he gets like right there. So Caldra, if you're attacking, go ahead and make an attack roll. Enoch, go ahead and make your attack roll.
I hit it.
Yeah.
I missed. I
So
missed.
Caldra missed. You have pack tactics because your ally is within
Oh.
5 feet of you. Your prone Axebeak, who is frantically clawing at the ground to get up.
So I got 15 damage.
15 damage on it. Good to know.
17.
17 hits.
Seven damage.
Oh, I rolled the 2d4 and got 8 damage.
Good
Damn
damage.
it.
Perfect. Yeah, so this thing goes a step away. Caldra bites out at it. Enoch, you just slap it with your extended reach, and it shakes off this effect. Turns back around and is just going to attack the closest thing to it. Caldra, it's going to run back, and it's going to try to bite you, and it's going to try to claw at you. So
Probably will hit me.
the
Heard
first
you were
attack,
talking shit.
yeah, the first attack, the beak bite, is a 25 to hit, which I'm positive hits.
Yeah.
The next one is going to be an 18 to hit. So the claws and the beak both hit, unless someone uses a reaction. Does anyone want to use a reaction or you want?
No,
Perfect, that's fine. So with the beak attack,
he's asking me.
well, I just got to make sure. I don't want to roll.
I get it. I get it. I just think it's funny.
So from the beak bite, you take 6 piercing.
Mm.
From the claws,
A million.
you take 17 slashing. Two of that is cold.
Okay, I'm Caldra again. Oh, I'm resistant to cold.
So you only take one from. So you only take 16 damage total.
Oh, okay.
How much
Well,
does that go over?
I take 11.
Ooh.
Well, you have your temp HP, right?
Oh yeah.
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 Okay. So I'm
So,
only one
yeah.
out of my normal health. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh. Cool.
Very nice.
I'm Caldra again. No longer a wolf.
And you're staring down the owlbear.
Yep. Owlbear 1 is going to go on its turn. It's the one that succeeded. It's going to try and it's going to attack at Sir Lancelot, who has like his shield raised, large form. It's just going to go. It's just going to go for the bigger of the.
Punch the
It's just
largest
like-
guy in the prison yard.
Yeah, I want to
that's
hit the
fine.
turtle. So its beak attack is going to be a 14 to hit.
Nope.
And its claws are a 14 as well. So both of its attacks you just deflect. It does not make purchase.
Wow.
Snowy Owlbear 2 is going to boogity book it away from everyone.
I'm gonna hit
Those
it
with the reactions. Right?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna hit it with my. Just one,
I
right?
think I
Just
have-
one swing.
Yeah, it'll just be one swing.
Ah, it's leaving.
Dirty 20.
Yep.
Another 7 slashing.
The slashing. Yeah, you watch as it shakes off. It shakes off this effect. It turns back around and it's going to just focus you. It's going to try to bite at you, try to attack you. So, its beak attack. It rolls a 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
And its claw attack, it rolls a 9. So it hits you with its beak.
Yep.
You take 7 piercing damage, reduced to 3. And it goes squawk!
Oh shit, yeah, I haven't been adding my extra rage damage. My hits.
Oh, go ahead and so you hit 3 times.
3 times?
Yep.
So that's another 6
it's like-
damage.
6 damage.
Yeah.
It's still standing, but it's looking, less and less more formidable. Bones are broken. Very nice. Enoch, you are up.
Enoch is going to move here, and he is going to focus his attacks on. Can he tell the difference between 3 and 4?
Like
Like
to what degree?
they're,
Like the
like-
HP?
how rough they look.
Yeah, I will say you can.
Actually, you know what? I'll save you the trouble. I already hit 4 with my 1 attack when it tried to escape, so I'm just going to attack 4 again.
Okay, yeah, very nice. I will say though that all you kind of glance around, they all look kind of the same HP
Okay.
wise.
And in this case, I'm going to be spending a monk point to use Flurry of Blows. So, that's a miss. That is a hit. So I want to do a hit, and then I'll do all the fun stuff. And then Flurry of Blows. Miss. And hit. 2 hits. Nice. Oh, sweet. So 26 points of damage.
26 points of damage. Very nice. It is
And-
now bloody.
And because I hit it with a flurry of blows, it has to make a dexterity save or be knocked prone.
All right. A 5 it is knocked prone.
Sweet
It is a
enough.
DC 13, I believe.
Yeah, it failed. It rolled a 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, you
Sweet.
just beat the ever-loving shit out of this owlbear. Maybe you hit like each of its leg or 2 of its legs so it gets unsteady and just like it does the splits. Very nice. Did you want to move anymore?
I will move here.
What square do you want to be on?
Oh, sorry.
That quadrant.
Let's do that one there.
Right there. Perfect. All right, Antiochus, with you half covering, you see Kitris. Your axe beak is breathing, has labored breathing. I didn't make its death saving throw actually. Hold on. It's failed one death saving
It'll be fine. I will. I reload and then I will cast. Scorching Ray again.
All right.
And I'll shoot 2 at Snowy Owlbear 2, and I'll see how it looks if I want to get the third one.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. That is. That misses.
Just barely.
Okay. And then I do 4 fire damage. Okay. I will hit it with the last one. God damn it. Well, fuck. I go back down.
Yeah, your gun, like your magic, like figuratively, it just jams in. Very nice. Yeah, you go back down, take half cover once again. All right, Snowy Owlbear
Hang in
3.
there, Buffy. Hang in there.
Snowy Owlbear 3, it failed its save earlier. It is going to try and just dash away. 5, 10, 15, 20. It gets about right there. You can attack it reaction if you want, Ethan. I will say you have been observing these other owlbears, and they've all kind of followed the same tactic. So you could make the decision. You know, you probably figured like they'll run away if you don't attack. You do know that.
I'll attack it.
Go for it.
23 to hit.
Yep.
5 damage.
Damage. Very nice. Yeah, you see it as it takes off and begins to kind of run away, and then you hit it, and it turns the tail and just runs down at you. And it's going to try to bite you and claw at you. So let's beak attack. It is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool.
Its claw attack is a 24 to hit. So they both hit. The beak you take 15 piercing from. I rolled max damage on the beak.
Mm-mm-mm.
And then for the claws, you'll take 16 more damage, 3 of which is cold damage.
That's nasty.
Yeah, it just tears into you. It just does
31 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 31 damage.
You have 10 temp HP that you're burning through.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
So with that, we cut over to Avarice. Avarice stands up, this axe beak in front of her. She is going to look at her spells and decide what she wants to do. She is going
She's probably
to
pretty
cast-
angry because they made her look like a fool.
She is going to.
Magic missile at 9th level.
She is going to attempt to banish this creature.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's going to cast a 4th level banishment. This owlbear needs to make a charisma save. Which... It's no Ollie owlbear, so I'll tell you that. This owlbear fails. It is just, you just watch as she puts her hand out, touches the owlbear on its chest, and it just puffs out of existence.
Oh.
And as she does that, she is going to. She's going to move right there. She's maintaining concentration on that spell. Nice. We move over to Snowy Owlbear 2. Oh wait, did I skip somebody? High save. I'm sorry. We go to high save.
Yeah. So you said our axe beaks move on our turns. Okay.
They can, yeah.
Maybe no.
Yeah. If you guys want to,
I'm just
yeah,
gonna
I'll
like
say you
do
can
it.
move them.
Yeah, I'll just do a loud whistle and have him start flanking. So that's 5, 15, 20, 25.
They have 50 feet of movement, so they'll be able to get around. I will say. Actually, I'm not gonna make you do it. I was gonna say roll an animal control or whatever, animal handling, but that's just bullshit. So just keep on going.
Okay. With that, then I will. I'll slash at him since he's flanking. I have advantage. I'm assuming.
Yep.
19 plus 7. So I'm just gonna. Oh, that's 6 damage, and then my sneak attack, because he's within 5 feet, that's 16 damage total.
16 total. Very nice. Very solid.
How's this guy looking?
He's looking pretty undead, pretty rough. If you want to make a free medicine check to kind of discern where they are at hit point wise, I'll allow that.
Sure. Might as well. That's cocked. Okay, I don't know anything.
Yeah, he's looking the same as before, just more like cut up. His leathery fur hide is just cut up.
Sweet. All right, second attack. That is. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Perfect.
Woo. So that's max damage. That's
If this is your bonus attack with your bonus action,
yeah. It's
so
just
there's no
4.
modifier.
I don't.
Yeah, no modifier.
Yeah, it's just 4. Then I roll my dice again.
Yep.
So that's 6 damage.
6 more damage. It is now blood.
Oh.
Very solid. Nice. Do you want to move or do anything
And then
else?
that's my turn.
All right.
I'll stay
Kitris, we go over to you.
Yeah, just two attacks on this guy.
Yeah, fuck him up.
Hopefully. Yeah, 24 to hit. 6 slashing on the first. Oh, 8 slashing.
He's slashing.
And just a 10 to hit on the second one. I'm gonna use my inspiration. Oh wait,
Yes, sir. Go.
Yeah.
Yep.
better. Yeah, 23 to hit.
Fucking die.
Basic. 10 damage.
What does it look like as you kill this undead owlbear?
King.
So, I would have. Yeah, I would this way just a little bit so I didn't land on axe beat, and then I would have just, since I'm floating in the air, just come down and cleaved it in 2.
Yeah.
Kind of 3-point landing when I do.
Hell yeah. Aura farm. You start aura farming as you do that. Yeah, you come down so hard that this thing just shatters the bones that were kind of held in place, still kind of pulverize the dust. It just makes a Minecraft skeleton die and it falls apart.
Sweet.
It's in front of you. Very nice. You want to move anymore?
What's going over here?
Oh yeah. Kitris, you see, or Caldra, you see Kitris approach quickly. What are you doing? Comes to help you.
I'm gonna cast Earthbind. It has to make a strength save, so don't get too excited.
All right, here we go.
But I want to use it.
8. It rolls horrible.
And
Yay!
With its
Okay.
+5 modifier, it rolls horribly.
Okay, so speed is reduced to 0 for the duration of the spell.
And it's prone,
And it's
because Enoch proned it.
so it can't move and it's prone.
That means it can't stand up.
Yep, it can't stand up. It'll just be prone. It's just you just watch as these roots just keep it
That's
locked down and pinned.
And
So
then,
you are having to concentrate, right, on that? That's a concentration spell.
Yeah. And I'm gonna hop on Vega.
Yeah, Vega. They would have stood up. They're no longer prone, so you can hop up there easily enough.
I don't know how to lock this together, but
This creature will try to slash out at you and make a reaction. It's prone, but it can still try to swipe out at you.
at disadvantage or
Yeah.
No, it's not a disadvantage unless it says it's a disadvantage. It's just prone.
I
It can't
don't.
move.
Oh, right.
Yeah, no, prone doesn't affect your ability to attack. It just affects if you are a melee attack. It's a attack at advantage. If you are shot with a ranged attacks made at disadvantage. So it's kind of there's no impedance on it.
I should have read my spell better. That was the plan. I'll just actually I won't get on Vega then. I'll just kind of
Well, it only rolled. It only rolled a. It only rolled a 13, so I don't think it misses.
It misses me, but it doesn't miss.
It's just swiping out at you. It's not swiping out at Vega.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna go.
Where's your axe speed go?
Yeah, Vega's
I don't
gone.
know. You made it disappear.
He got banished.
Did I? I didn't touch that thing.
Citrus is just like, oh, okay, bye.
I'm scared. Is anyone? Wait. Is anyone looking hurt?
Buff beak.
Buff Beak and
Nice.
me.
Yeah,
say.
I'd say he's at 3
Oh,
or something like that.
Buff
A little
beak's
more.
making Buff beak.
I'm at 13. I'm at 13 health.
13.
There you go. I grouped you two together, so you should be able to move.
Did you?
Oh, I locked you. Wait, why are you? What's happening? Why are you locked? There you go.
How do you?
I got it. There you go. You should be able to move them together.
Okay. Why is it not working?
It's working.
It's working.
Why? I don't see myself on top of this. By the way.
You're on top
I
of it.
see
Don't
you.
worry.
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
see it.
Oh, okay. It just did it. Okay. I'll run over here. My bestie boo. I don't think I can heal him yet, but I'm there.
You should be able to if it's a bonus action. Actually, no, it would affect your spell.
I just cast Earthbind, so.
Okay. All right. With that, we move over to Sir Lancelot. Sir Lancelot, it is your turn. I'm gonna roll the death save for Buff Beak. It is a success. It's got one fail, one success.
My king. My king. Everyone's Kitters, you got this.
Yeah, I mean it's like tied down on the ground. I'm not
Yep.
worried about him. But
Oh,
like, well,
yeah.
what's the point of me running in and smacking him with my Morning Star? Like that almost seems like an insult to you guys.
It's animal cruelty at this point.
Yeah, so I'm going over to the other one, and I will attack with my Morning Star.
Yeah, go for it.
I believe a 10 misses.
Yes, sir.
I get to attack again though, because I'm a level 5.
The turtle himself.
Yes, this time I hit, and I will smite this bitch.
Ooh,
First,
it is
does-
undead, so
okay. First, it does 4 piercing. It's 4 regular ass piercing, and then it's going to be 3d8 because it's a fiend, and I'll use a level 1 spell slot.
yeah, go for it.
So 8 damage, radiant.
Very nice. It doesn't take double damage, but it does take that damage in its entirety. So you like blow the leathery skin off, and it's just all bones now. It's just bones and sinew. It's
Cool.
just disgusting.
I shove him
The bony.
with my shield.
Okay. So it's a strength save.
Uh-huh.
18. So it's an 18.
Fuck. I could be strong. No, I'm not. Not right now. I'm a little uneasy on the axe beak.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to shove it from up here.
You know, because this one's not the strongest one. He's not holding me up all that
Yeah,
well.
yeah. All right.
He's unconscious on the floor right now, so you're probably good for you guys.
All right, we go to the prone one. The prone one is just going to swipe out. It's going to try to bite and swipe out at Kitris.
You're about the same height now.
True.
On the floor.
So the first attack is going to be a 16 to hit, which I'm pretty sure misses.
Miss.
The claw attack is a 16 as well. Wow, I rolled 2 16s in a row.
Wow.
Yeah, it's trying to, but this Earthbind is just keeping it locked down. It can barely move. It can't move.
Citrus just
Technically.
gives a thumbs up and nods.
It's just squawking at you. All right, Enoch, it is your turn. Actually, wait. Can Owlbear make saves? I don't know how that works, actually. Banishment.
Against the
Oh, an Earthbind.
the banishment.
Yeah.
remains there until the spell ends. Cool.
Oh.
So it can't make a save, so we go to Enoch. Enoch, it's your turn.
Enoch moves 5, 10, 15, and as he passes by Kitris, he tries to see if Kitris wants him to lay into this owlbear, let him have it.
I mean, you could help. Sure, I only have 2 hits with my axe, so.
Almost. This thing is still down.
Yes, it's still earthbound. It's prone.
Bless
You have
his
advantage
heart.
on attacks.
Alright, I'm gonna start laying into it.
Nice.
Get him. Let's make sure I don't get a. Okay. So those 2 hit, and let's see what they do first before I start spending points. Let's see, 7 plus 13, 20, so 27 points of damage.
Jesus, hell yeah! You beating the shit. It's still standing, but you're just laying into it.
In that case, I'm spending a monk point.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a hit, and that's definitely a hit. All right. Oh wait, I also get advantage, just in case. I got a crit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So a crit and a regular hit. So let's see. So that's 12 plus. Four. 38 points of damage.
Yeah. Well, how do you do? How do you kill this prone owlbear?
So it's prone. So he kind of just does like a whole bunch of punches, and then he does the people's elbow
Okay.
right on its
Yeah.
face, and his elbow just like smashes into his head, and it just
just-
disappears. Or it.
Falls apart, turns to
Yeah.
dust. Yeah. You absolutely
Literally.
obliterate it. Yeah.
Bloody puddle.
Very
What's left.
nice.
Kitris gives the dead body a little kick like he did something.
Yeah.
You kicked the last death fart out of this thing. Perfect. Anything else? You want to move anymore, or you fine there?
No, I'm good.
All right, Antiochus.
All right, Buffy. We're gonna make it through this, and I'm gonna try to administer first aid.
All right. Do you have a healer's
I
kit or
c-
anything of that nature?
What?
Do you have like a healer's
No.
kit or anything, or do you just want to try to make a medicine check to?
Yeah, medicine check. I don't have anything.
So I think in order for you to kind of like bring him back, it'd have to be a natural 20 without a healer's kit.
Well, I can stabilize him with if
Oh.
I roll above a 10 on
Oh, well,
medicine
then never
check.
mind. Do it. Go for it.
He won't come back, but he won't. He won't die. So.
Perfect. Roll it up.
You're gonna get through this just fine, and I'll just start. I'll try to staunch his wounds and stuff like that.
Yeah, you put your finger in the bullet wound. You apply pressure. He is stabilized, so he's at 0 but stable.
I'm busy.
Okay. And I'll just. That's it. I'm just
Alright.
gonna hang out with Buffy.
Okay, we go over to
Make sure he doesn't die.
we go over to Snowy Owlbear 3, who is absolutely just flanked from all sides of the of the whatever. We're gonna see. We're gonna do a D6. Actually, we'll do a D4. A 1 will be on Hyde. A 2 will be on Lancelot. A 3 on Halaxbeak. A 4 on Heise. So a 1 is gonna attack Hyde. It's gonna do a beak attack, and it's gonna do a claw attack.
Okay.
So it's
Hope.
beak attack is a 10, so it misses.
Oh wow,
Nice.
yeah, that
The
misses.
claw attack is cocked. The claw attack is a 15, so that one will hit.
Yeah,
That's the one that does damage. So,
yeah.
Yeah, you watch his hide just falls unconscious. It is down, bleeding. Alright, perfect. We go to Avarice. Avarice is maintaining concentration on that snowy owlbear, and she is going to. She is just going to. She's just gonna like dash over here. She's gonna get a bird's eye. She's gonna look at everything. She's just gonna dash. Perfect. We go to Heisei. Heisei, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna sidestep over here. I'm gonna start cutting at him again. That's that. Second one was cocked. 18 plus stuff. So that's. That was cocked, sadly. Never mind, it's not set. 19 piercing with my sneak attack. And then my second attack is 21 to hit. And
Yeah.
then 3 more damage.
Very nice. It's still standing. Ooh, thanks. Clinging onto its unlife.
Dang. Alright,
Very
that's my
nice.
turn.
Kitris, it's your turn.
Right. Envy. I can get straight to there, and I'm gonna float over top of Heisei,
Yeah, perfect.
so I can get the flanking.
Stagger. Yeah, I'll just stagger you two a little bit to make it easier.
Take my 2 swipes.
Go for it. You got advantage on both of them.
Yeah, first one misses. Second one hits. 20. That's 8 damage. Slashing.
How do you want to kill this guy?
Exactly the same as the last one. I'll just drop down, cleave it in 2.
Very nice.
It was so
Yeah,
fun the
it
first
just-
time.
Like the one before it, it just dies. With that, you guys have killed the ones that are here. You, Avarice probably yells out to y'all and says, you know, that she has this other one banished. It'll be back quickly, probably in a minute or so. I will say, you guys all, those that do melee attacks, you guys all kind of just get around it. She drops the banishment. You just all just beat the ever-loving shit out of this last owlbear. It comes back. It comes back. It's got a new like layer of frost on it. You see like this ice. Usually ice doesn't steam, but this ice is like so cold that it's got some sort of weird steam effect going off of it. And you watch as it comes back, and you just all swing at it and just like gets absolutely the shit beat out of it. It just like dies instantly when it comes back. Yeah, you guys are out of combat. Buffbeak is down. But with that, before we do anything else, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute bathroom break. And
Hallelujah.
we'll pick back up with that.
Beat.
Hello, welcome back to our game. So, the battle just ended. All the undead owlbears have been killed and vanquished. We cut and we see that Buffbeak is stable on the ground, still severely injured. Some of y'all's Axebeaks are severely injured. You can go around and heal them up. They do not regain hit points from a short rest. They're not characters in the sense like they can kind of rely on their own fortitude to heal back up.
Huh.
But they can be healed.
Oh no.
Well, yeah, I can help with the healing. Like, how many hit points are missing?
The first thing I'm gonna do is run over to Hayase. I like jump off my axe beak and just run up and give him the big hug. And I will cast it at 3rd level because he looks awful.
Rude.
It's not that bad. I'm at like half health.
He looks awful.
You woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong side of the bedroll.
Well, they have me rolled it at a high level because I rolled like shit. 14 back.
Pretty solid.
Okay. And then I'll do what axe beaks are hurt.
So
Buckbeak,
currently,
Buff.
Buffbeak and Hide are rough. Buffbeak is at 0 technically. Hide is at like 7, I think, right?
No, hides down.
Oh, Hide's down.
I just
Okay,
down.
I'll go.
Oh yeah,
to
he
him
went down.
first.
Hide went down. Down.
I'll go to him first.
Yeah, Hide's right next to actually.
And this hurts my soul. The Calter would definitely use a cure wounds.
Nice.
Okay. Ten. You get 10 back.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And Buffbeak?
Hold on.
Well, Sir Lancelot wants to assist you definitely.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
you did say something about that.
Miss Caldra, you are doing quite a lot. May I help you in any way?
If you can heal anybody, that would be helpful. I know we still have a long road ahead of us.
Very well. I'm on it. And he'll go over to Buffbeak and lay on hands whatever he's missing.
Nice. He's missing.
So he's at 0. So he has a total of
19
19,
hit
but you can
points.
heal him however much you
19 hit points. He gets them all.
Yeah!
Oh wow.
Holy
My
cow.
king. My king.
How many do you have? 20?
25 total.
Nice.
5
dang.
for paladin level.
That's nice.
Anybody else still a little scratched up? Got 6 more.
You want to give it to? Oh wait, mine is hurt. Oh, she's at 9.
I'll top off 6 points of Axebeak HP so that they don't die in the next battle.
So you want to do 3 and 3?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do 3 and 3 and 3.
So Hyde has 13. And then how much does your Axebeak have for the star?
I had 9, so that'd be 12.
12? Okay. Cool. So you guys just keep track of this because I'm not going to remember. So Buffbeak's at full. Everyone's else Axebeak's at full except for Hyde and Vega. Vega's at 12. Hyde is at 13.
13.
Perfect. So yeah. Do you guys want to take a short rest or are y'all ready to set back out?
I think I
Does
should.
anyone need
keep
any
going.
HP or anything?
Let me think.
How
I'm good.
how
I
is
can rest,
They
but-
looking?
I'm not full health.
Like how bad?
I'm
though?
like, I think like 5 off.
Oh.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay.
I'm 7
Up
off.
to you then.
I lied.
7.
I can't math. Yeah. I should be fine.
Okay.
I'm good to keep going.
Okay. So
Mount back up.
Yep, you guys all mount back up. Everyone gets on their own respective mounts. There's probably some small talk afterwards. Probably congratulate y'all. Y'all probably get high fives. You guys survived. Breakfast Club montage and put your fist in the air. But yeah, you guys all set back out once more. Caldra, you take the lead. Now we see another wide shot of you guys racing through the vastness of the icy wilderness. The travel is boring, as it has been the whole day. And there isn't much out here that really draws your attention as you race ever forward.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe during this ride, we see all of you kind of look around, and just kind of observe, be more observant of the endless ice that spreads far beyond your eyesight. That sense of loneliness, there's a sense of loneliness that kind of creeps in into you, just like the frost and cold that always manages to seep in. Hours go by as we watch you travel. The sun slowly descends and sinks beneath the horizon as the day begins to turn to dusk. Up ahead, there is a mass of rock and frost that rises above and out of the ground. You draw closer to it. And see,
Wow.
Oh my god, I just burped. I'm so sorry. And see, there are steps. The wind echoes rocks that sound like a burp. You see that this formation that rises out of the ground. There are steps that have been carved into the rock themselves.
Ooh, it's like weathertone.
Yeah, the steps gradually ascend higher to a landing, and then further beyond that landing are another set of steps that ascends to an even higher landing. The debris scattered, and you guys all kind of come to this as dusk is setting. Maybe Avarice says, "Let's go over there." Or Caldra using her own intuition. I think that's the right word. You guys go over there. As you guys get there, you see that there's debris scattered about that suggests at some point in history, this was a place built for others. But sadly, with age and the relentless weather, it has now crumbled. Its history, whatever it had been, has been lost to time and weather. And with the light from the sun fading away, you guys all set up camp here on the highest landing. You all unpack, setting up a fire and tents on the highest landing, like I said before. And it kind of gives you a wider look at the surrounding environment. You look out, it's just an endless ocean of ice and frost. There's nothing is around. You are completely isolated. It's a very surreal feeling, this loneliness. You even make a nice little makeshift fence for the birds to keep them from falling off the rock. But nonetheless, you all get settled in. And at this time, as your guys' day draws to an end, if you would like to talk about anything or roleplay, feel free to. If not, I would like to know what order the watches are going to be had in.
Enoch wants to watch first so he can have a little bit of light left to look out on everything before it gets too dark.
I probably need to do that too. I'd like to approach my fellow short friend, Kitris. Hey, Kitris. Hey, you doing okay?
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah, I wish Buffbeak didn't get so fucked up.
Yeah.
I gotta keep that in mind. But I did come here for a reason. A couple days ago, you were like, hey, with your lens of insight, can you see things that I don't even?
Right.
You had talked to me about that,
Right,
and
right.
so I want to, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go.
Right.
I'm gonna push deeper into your subconscious. Is that good?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Just take a couple of deep breaths. It's gonna be painless. And
God damn.
and I will use my lens of insight, and then I'll use my portent to give me a natural 20.
Okay.
And I will try to find things he doesn't know about.
So this is putting Jacob on the spot.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Improv.
Very nice. Sorry, I was looking at something. All right, so you peer into Kitris's subconscious.
My older side, that eye kind of like flashes, and my old side's hand will kind of just come up and grab your face and point your eyes into mine,
Oh. Maybe.
and then
Yeah. So as you delve into the subconscious, Kitris's subconscious, you are met with a sense of resistance. There is this cold sensation, as if you're like passing beneath the surface of water, frozen water. You feel yourself submerged into a part of his very own brain that he probably does not know exists, but probably has a feeling of it. This cold feeling that Kitris has always had. And as you are kind of glancing and trying to glean secrets from within, you are confronted by an image. You see a shadow. This shadow is formless, but it has this quality about it that gives it some rigidness. You watch as the shadow itself, as incorporeal, just mass, starts to become more and more whole. You watch as the shadow takes form of a raven. It looks to be a raven. And you hear a single word come to you. You hear the word nevermore. And you are brought back out of this weird insight gleam imagery. You are pulled back out as you have learned a word, a name. You don't know exactly what, but you seem to have learned some sort of deep centered information.
But
all right.
what happened?
You feel good? You feel okay?
I think so. Should I feel not good? This.
I'm glad you feel okay. I'm glad this didn't fuck with you in any way. That's
Yeah.
my first time pushing it deeper like that. I'm glad we. Okay, cool.
All right.
Okay, so I pushed deep into your subconscious. It was kind of cold. There was some resistance, but we pushed back to it. I saw a shadow. It was formless but rigid. But eventually it became whole. And it took the form of a raven. And it said one thing. It said, nevermore. Does that mean anything to you? Raven, nevermore?
Oh.
Yeah,
That's weird.
yeah, I don't know what to do with that. I'm not a licensed therapist, so...
I will say though, Antiochus, sorry to cut in.
No, you're fine.
Antiochus, you did read through a very intricate book given to you by Avarice about demonic possession, all this
Yeah.
kind of weird ongoings. I think you would be smart enough to kind of draw the impression or draw the sense that whatever is within him, you have learned its true name. And its name is Paolo.
I do have an idea, though. I do have a theory.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned something within you. I think that is its true name. And over demons and demonic possessions and devils and stuff like that, their true name wields a lot of power over them. So nevermore is its true name. So maybe if it ever tries to take control of you or you need it to do something, that might be a good card to play.
Interesting. Also, how close is Avarice to us? Oh, you're muted.
You guys are all kind of around a little campfire, so unless you guys actually kind of went off, I would say you guys are all kind of close.
I think if I'm delving within the depths of his mind, I would have kind of pulled him aside.
Yeah, I would say you guys go to like the edge of the rock formation, away from the party that can't hear you. Avarice is probably 25 feet away.
We're whispering, you know. At this point, we're whispering.
Yeah.
With a pat. Never mind. It's fine.
Oh, it's nothing super important. I would just say to Antiochus, I think this is something I should talk to Avarice about it. I have a feeling she might already know, but
Yes, I wouldn't. Maybe it's interesting to talk to her about what's inside you, but I don't know if I would give her its name, so that maybe she would have control over whatever's inside you. That seems a step too far.
Jacob, remind me, didn't Avarice have a white raven?
She did, yes.
And was that hers, or was that just a messenger that she was using?
That is a familiar. She has not had it out since you guys have been traveling.
So we have never.
I think the
seen
other
it.
party. I think the other party has noticed the white raven. I don't think you guys have seen
Okay.
the white raven.
Okay.
You mainly just see her two gargoyle buffoons.
Gargle,
Who are kind of like, yeah, they're like the two gargoyles are like perched on some rocks too. They're gargoyling it up above y'all's
Yeah.
formation, make it look cool.
Yeah.
No white raven shit.
I'll just say, yeah, I think that's. Yeah. Just actually, I wouldn't mention to anybody. Just keep that between. But
My lips are sealed. My lips are sealed.
thank you.
Yeah. No worries. This is a weird situation. So we're just trying to figure it out, right?
Right.
And any way I can help you or anyone, you know. You guys are my friends.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. I'll let you get back to it, unless you need anything else, or you want me to do this again.
No. No, I'm gonna think on this. I mean, maybe it is something I do know. Just it's so rest that you had deep, but
It seemed like something was trying to keep me out. So
yeah. Interesting. You said it was cold.
yes, very cold.
Jaded.
No worries. Anytime. Hey guys, I'm back.
Hi.
Hey. So who's taking first watch?
Enoch is.
I can watch with you, because I don't think I can see in the dark. So.
I can. I just want to watch everything, or it gets too dark.
Yeah, I'll probably stay up with you then.
Kitchers will take third.
I'm taking third as well.
I suppose I'll take the second. You can wake me up. Whenever.
I'm on second too.
Give me
Can't
the
hear
Jacob.
you.
You guys are just so rude. Yeah, just act like I'm hearing y'all. Be like, oh. Yes.
totally.
Avarice probably would address y'all and say that she would, if you guys want to keep watch, she will just rest through the night. But of course, if anyone wants to have her input or have her with them, feel free to say so. But she'll just say that she's gonna. I'm just going to rest for the night. Yes. So, tuckered out, tired. So, wake me if anything crazy happens.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. And with that, if you guys are ready, we can start this order of watch. We say everyone except for Enoch and Antiochus find rest. They find this much needed rest. The exhaustion of riding and fighting these owlbears who got the jump on you, it's taken a toll, and you all quickly succumb to the rest with them. We see Enoch and Antiochus on their own little watchy watch. If you would like to talk with one another, feel free to. If not, give me some.
Hey.
checks.
Hey, How are you doing?
I'm super.
Yeah. How's the whole avarice situation feel for you? I know, like, you and Sir Lancelot are. I don't know. You guys are really close, and I know Sir Lancelot is not a big fan,
And
to say the least.
I'm actually curious to see what the end game is here.
Yeah. And she's started using her firepower, and it's kind of intimidating.
Yeah, I think we've been wise so far not to try to pull anything on her.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, I'm afraid it's going to come to that.
Yeah, well, let's try to get as much out of this as we can.
Right, right.
And I'm sure she's thinking the same way.
Absolutely.
Why'd you leave home?
Oh, pivot to that. Okay.
I just don't know why you left home.
Oh no. So I was with a monastery in the spine of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And word came to us that, Tin Towns was under the boot of Arl, and all this awful stuff was happening, and
right.
We felt that it was our duty for at least some of us to do what we can. So I was chosen to head out and try to help.
Do you have any of your friends or family out here?
Not that I'm aware of.
So it's just you?
Just me.
Have you heard from the monastery in a while?
Not since I left.
Are you guys letter people, or are you just like face-to-face people?
Face to face.
Okay. It's just been a while since you left home, right? And we just,
Actually,
with everything that's going on, I'm worried for you.
Right. It probably hasn't been that long, really.
Yeah.
In game time, I'm talking.
Yeah. A lot has I guess a lot's changed for us, though.
I haven't had a lot of time to post any letters, so.
Right.
It's hard telling how long it would take for them to get there. So, a very remote monastery in a very remote part of the north. As you've seen, like you're aware of the spine of the world, right? The mountain range, very rugged, very remote.
What do you guys teach there? Like, what's your philosophy?
Well,
I guess so glad you asked.
Yeah. Well, so typically, Enid gets lost in thought. Is looking out
Takes
over
a long drag.
Yeah, is looking out over the tundra, and he says, "Well, in my studies, I'm not going to tell anybody what to believe, but I don't exactly follow a deity like most of you all, or even most of my brothers and sisters in the monastery."
Mm-hmm.
I do think that there was one in particular I came across in my studies. I must not have told you. Her name is Zhang Yi. I kind of like the cut of her jib, but again, I don't worship her or anything.
Right. What's she about?
Right. Well, the Black Raven Monastery, where I came from, as you can imagine, there actually is someone we consider the Black Raven.
Oh, a raven?
Well, no, that was just his that was just his name.
Gotcha. All connected.
And because he was, instead of like a god or something, he actually was just a very powerful hero that fought against slavery and evil, the usual bad stuff.
Right. So I guess you more believe in like the people power of going out and changing things, like
Yeah,
relying on
your
say if-
your own internal powers. Because again, not that I have anything to say against the Black Raven himself, but he was just a man, and
Mhm.
people are fallible. I don't see any reason to go as far as to worship something like that.
Right. Well, we're out here making a difference, hopefully.
Yeah, that's all I'm after.
Right. Well, I got your back. Also, I've got my lens of insight, so I've been using it with permission, consent. So, if you ever want me to use it on someone for a good purpose, or just like use it on you, then I'd be happy to.
I don't know of anything that I have to hide. So if something happens and I start freaking out, maybe we can revisit this later.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna go watch over here.
Yeah.
I need to check on Buffbeak, just make sure they're doing okay.
Make sure they keep some food down.
Exactly. It was tough. On the inside, Buffbeak is really gentle. So, but they like to they like to project this strength,
Of course, yeah. Who
All
among
right.
us doesn't?
True. All right. If there anything happens, yell or something.
I'll do it.
I'll be right there. All right. I'm ready to roll perception.
Yeah. Rolled up. I thought it was muted, so I was like, yeah,
5.
rolled up. Yeah,
14 for Enoch.
14. Maybe Antiochus says he probably he goes to the wrong side of the formation or the wrong.
I'm tending to Buffbeak.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
you really are taking care of
worried.
him. You're
Okay.
strengthening the bond between master and pet, or master and mount. Yeah, Antiochus, or not Antiochus, Enoch. As you are looking out onto the vast emptiness of this desolate, icy wilderness, a strange, unnatural light fills the air.
Oh fuck.
At first, you think it's a trick of your eye catching the fire and the embers that rise off of it, but then you seal your focus some more and really focus in, and you see the source. About 200 feet away, you see a pack of 4 hooded figures, each with a beam of blue light escaping from
crap.
beneath shrouded hoods. As these 4 hooded figures march closer in your direction, in fact, as if attracted by something nearby, you already feel the temperature drop. You feel the presence of these faraway creatures affecting the weather already. And you think back to yesterday, at the battle at the Black Cabin, and how dangerous these foes can be. You see them 200 feet away. They are directly approaching you guys. They are far away off, so they are slowly marching. They're not running. They're not doing anything. They are just walking towards you. What do you do with this information?
Do I have anything funky that makes a noise? Yes, I do.
It's okay, Buffbeak. It's gonna be okay.
So oddly enough, because of the vast distances of the spine of the world, all the monks of the Black Raven Monastery have learned to whistle really loud.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't put that down, but yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, he goes, real loud whistle. We got company.
Oh fuck. Okay, you say you're Buffbeak.
Yeah, I think you all are awoken to a whistle, and you hear Enoch say this. The whistle echoes all around this open emptiness. So it kind of disappears into the wind. But you all awake and see, or you all quickly awake, kind of groggy, looking about to see Enoch saying something, getting your attention. But you don't know what's happening. You don't know anything. Yeah, you see him point. You all redirect, and you all, as you kind of wake up out of that haziness, you see the 4 floodlights, so to speak, the 4 walking lighthouses that are approaching in your way. They are maybe now 160 feet away. They are just slowly ever marching towards you all, but they are approaching. You don't know why or what they are attracted to or what has their attention, but they are moving directly at your location. What do you guys do? You
Is
have
Avers
some
up?
time. Avers did wake up. Yeah, Avers did wake up.
Gotcha. Well, same thing like yesterday. Fuck him up.
I'm a little worried, guys. That
I don't have very good.
we took a heavy blow last time, and we were
Yeah.
fully equipped.
I didn't like going down that fast. That hurt my feelings. Real bad.
I'm gonna take the Summer Star and get on my axe beak and like ride quickly, like a little while, like maybe like 50 feet off to the side. I'm gonna see if they follow me. Like
So
if
you're gonna go down because I'll show the battle map. I'll show kind of like
yeah.
what you guys like actually are on, so you can get a better frame. Let me just make sure. Yeah, so this is what you guys are kind of on. So it's kind of like a triple tiered like formation. You're on the very topmost
cool.
landing. Got a cool little axe beak fence. Look at that cool
That's a
little
cool map.
campfire sticker. Little campfire sticker. Look at that.
It
But
is.
yeah,
very tough.
they are in general direction terms. They are way off down here, like far away, but 160 feet down
I
here,
see.
from the south. So south of the map, they are off screen, just walking towards you guys in a northern direction, but they are walking towards you. You ride down, take your axe beak, and you're going to head off into the kind of.
Now that I forgot that we were on top of the stone wall. Is the owl out? Is Antiochus' owl out, Demetrius?
Dang, now he is. Yeah.
Let me see. How heavy is the Summer Star? It doesn't say.
How big is it?
I would say the Summer Star is no longer active at the moment. Like it's at the nighttime, so the 8-hour period of it being active have.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have any magical potency.
I'm just
It
curious
is-
if that's what they're attracted to. That's all.
Oh yeah, no. I don't think you would really know, honestly.
I mean, we can just have Demetrius
Yeah.
carry it.
I would say
Could you
it's
ha-
probably. I'm sorry. Before
You're good.
you guys keep going, I would say it's a 7-inch in diameter, like gyroscopic rock. But like,
Oh.
it's a heavy. Demetrius will not be able to carry this.
Okay, fine.
I can probably get it up in the air and far away. I can summon a beast, and it can fly. I just don't know if we want this getting in the wrong hands if they do happen to get my friend down.
Yes, perhaps I'm just overthinking it. It's just that yesterday they were attracted to something in the house, and this was what was new. This was the new thing that was in our party.
Yeah.
Every time we use it?
Hmm,
Because it happened right after we used it, right?
interesting.
They could have been tracking us for a while.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We weren't exactly stealthy either, so it wouldn't have been difficult.
Well, they're slowly approaching, so
Shit, let's get up there. Let's get on the edge and just kind of fucking pepper them while they get closer. Do you think they know how to talk? Do you think they want to talk to us?
Now remember, I noted. I think I told everybody the day before that these are previous sacrifice victims to Arnold.
Okay, so maybe they're just maybe they can't. Let's just kill them and take pot shots from up here.
Use the giant fire.
Yeah. Alright, okay. Game plan. Sound good?
Kitchers is like, sure. I'll just watch you guys. It'll be fun.
I mean, you can jump down there.
no,
I guess. I
I
mean-
sure am not going to do that.
I learned
Okay.
my lesson.
So roughly, they are about 100 feet away. They've been continuously walking as you guys are talking back and forth. So the game plan seems that you guys are going to want take pop shots as they approach.
Yeah, it's gonna
Did
be
you
like a
wanna-
tower defense.
Did you want to try to do the summer star thing too, before they arrive? Because you guys got a little bit of time still.
I mean,
They're not walking too fast.
I just think even if the summer star is the problem, we need the summer star. So we're
Yeah, I
taking
guess it doesn't change anything. It was just
Right.
curiosity.
Maybe we can like
No.
draw them,
into a trap or
Away.
something. Yeah.
or like
It's true. Off into a cliff.
yeah, let's say maybe they're mindless enough that they would just follow it off a cliff face or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's probably a test for later.
Yeah. Okay.
Kitchus
Well,
will
they're
just-
100 feet away. So I
Kitchus will
just-
just say, I think they're kind of controlled by Oral. I don't think she would let them just fall off a cliff.
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, I would probably get on the cliff down here if they're coming from that direction, the southeast direction, and I would kind of beckon Avarice because she also, has magical potential.
Potential.
I mean, fucking
Yeah, she'll get over there. She'll get over there with you.
nice, nice Avarice. Let's do this.
Yeah, Avarice looks out in the distance, sees these approaching creatures, and she's like, "Yes, those are the same things from yesterday."
Faster we kill them, the faster we go back to sleep. Let's do it.
She's like, "Yeah, so you and Avarice will just be on the edge, and if you would like, what spells are you gonna try to pop shot? Are you gonna do Fireball?
Yeah.
Okay, what level Fireball are you going to do?
The third level. The
level.
level spell I have.
I'll say she will do a 6th level Fireball with you. She'll do a 6th and a 5th, so like double sequential. Like she'll do a turn, then do a turn, and then you can do a turn. I say with all those spells used, we don't have to go into the fight. Like you guys will be able to just like launch the fireballs from afar and just like
We're
blow
bonding.
these things up. Yeah, blow these things up before they can even get here. So just mark down that you use a 3rd level spell, and she will use a 6th level spell, and she will use a 5th level spell to light the landscape up. Like you just watch, all of you kind of watch as these two wizards step up, focus, shoot a shotgun full of fireball out into the distance, and you just watch the dark night just
Fucking buckshot.
you just watch just these large like these 3 fireballs just kind of coalesce into a large fireball. It's just like a small sun is just formed into the icy wilderness. You just see this glow that just illuminates the surrounding area. As that happens, with the illumination, because these things are kind of caked in light, right? There's like a 20-foot circle around them. It's just this brilliant, blinding light. As that happens, you watch as these fireballs overtake the light, kind of dims the other light. You see there are about 6 to 7 other undead skeletal creatures in this like small horde, and all of them just die and explode. It seems some sort of these were some sort of group just traveling. You don't know. I mean, from what you're observing, that's what it looked like. They all fall dead, or back to death, I guess is a better frame of reference. But yeah, with that, you have had enough time or aware. Thankfully, someone passed their perception check, but you are able to blow these guys up before they can even get close to you. No need for a battle. But yeah, with that, you guys all kind of maybe breathe a little easier, knowing that you don't have to fight these entities, as they are decently formidable. But yeah, with that, you guys all kind of regather back up at the top and sigh or breathe a breath of relief.
All right. Sorry. False alarm, everyone. Go back to sleep.
Back to sleep. I can't sleep after that.
It's planning on
Well, I think is it time for us to switch watches?
At the end of the whole fireball explosion shenanigans, the first watch would have ended, and the second watch would be up for their duties.
Gotcha.
For goodness sake, keep your eyes peeled.
I think I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Good night. Good night, guys.
Yeah, so we see with that, the first watch succumbs to sleep, as do the rest of y'all, except for Caldra and Sir Lancelot, who are awoke, still awake, awoken, still awake, yeah, still awake.
Yup. Um, Sir Lance. Oh my god.
So
What?
Lancelot is making hot chocolate.
I love that actually.
I don't. Shh! Don't tell the others. I don't have very many ingredients, so it's just between you and I.
It'll be our little secret. I wanted to. I wanted you to be very honest, but I wanted to ask you how everyone felt about the whole, I guess, like switcheroo thing. I'm still feeling a little, I guess, the words insecure about it.
What do you feel insecure about, if I may ask?
It's just Shauna ruins a lot of nice things for me. So, it's been a really long time since she's had appeared, I guess.
Mm.
And I just feel a little nervous. You know, everyone was so kind, but Ashana's been whispering really mean things to me, and it's kind of hard to get her out of my head, you know? She's always there, like she is now. So,
It sounds very tough. It is a great thing that you strive to be so compassionate and so able to aid others when you have suffered so greatly. I agree. Ashana is a piece of work. We do not like her very much, however. We like you greatly, Kaldra. So do not worry yourself on that account.
okay. Well, that's good. I mean, I know you guys all like me, or I hope so. But I'm really trying to work on my confidence. It's been hard. And I appreciate everyone.
Yes. We appreciate you as well. And I believe it must be hard to believe in yourself when you have a parasite in your soul saying rude shit every day.
Yeah, I wanna. And you'll see her eyes start glowing like really bright blue. I want to be able to show my face, but I'm nervous too. When I was younger, I got bullied a lot. Let me just show you. And she's gonna touch your like temple, and you're gonna see it's gonna be like a forest kind of feel, and there's like little huts, and you can obviously tell there's a bunch of druids around, and you see just a bunch of kids like whispering to each other, pointing, laughing. And then you see an older woman, grayish hair, just covered in vines and flowers, looks very happy, and she's just gonna lean down and whisper, "You are beautiful. Don't let them hurt you." And then I'll pull away. Yeah, that experienced a lot of that. But once I covered my face, nobody pointed and stared as much. They still stare a little because they're curious, but there's no one laughing at me anymore or scared of me.
So, let me ask you one thing. Why is it that, why do you pay more heed to the rude murmurings of these children in your mind and not the wise woman who was so kind to you at the very end?
Well, it's hard when she isn't there every day telling me that. And she's no longer here. And
I'm very sorry.
It's very hard to, talk about her, and when I do think about her, I start to cry like I am now, and then her eyes just start getting brighter, and it's been hard to think about her, and so I try not to, at least not sad things, because when I do try to look at myself in the mirror and say you're beautiful, I don't believe it. So.
Well, you should. Well, I mean, I am an old man, so it's weird. I'm like doing multiple backflips in my head. I'm like, is it okay to like compliment a young woman if you're a woman RP? And is it ever okay? I don't know.
As long as you're not creepy about it, I think it's fine.
You just gotta make sure you hand her a Werther's original.
I only got seashells.
I think if you start seeing some people cringe, we're like, all right, that's a little creepy. We'll cringe out. You'll see us noticeably.
Everybody cringe all at once about it. Where was I? Well, you should not be afraid to hide your face. You're a very beautiful young woman.
Well, how do you know?
Well,
oh, I guess you did see.
Ashana did take your mask off.
Yeah. Can me and you secretly try to work on me having my hood off for a little bit?
Of course.
Okay. And she's gonna reach for her hood, and then she's gonna hesitate, and she'll take it off. I don't like this.
You're doing a great job.
Okay.
No, we'll do something. It's your depth of character is very inspiring. I'm very honored that I have been able to journey with you. If I may, he is going to perform a coming of age ceremony.
Oh, using the ceremony spell?
Yeah, it's a ceremony spell, which I think is like super cute, but there's like never any fucking reason to use it.
Yeah, unless you're wedding somebody.
Marry some people. It's really good.
We're just gonna do it right now. This is how it looks. He pulls out a small bag of seashells and he tosses a few on the ground and he stomps on them. He crushes them, and then he'll pick up some of the dust in his claw and he will streak it across your forehead. And say, like the Simba thing. And for the next 24 hours, whenever you make an ability check, you can roll a d4 and add that number to the ability check.
I love it.
Thank you. I feel good.
You should. You were touched by the goddess herself.
Oh my. That's a lot of pressure. Okay, well, I think I'm done with my hood being off, so I'm gonna... Alright. Thank you.
And thank you for being so open. We should look for the undead. They're scary.
Oh, yes. Yes. I've been keeping an eye, I promise.
Oh, good, good. I forgot my glasses.
Oh man.
Yeah. Roll some perception checks for me.
So I'm reading that Cloak of Elven Kind.
Make sure you're attuned to it too. You should be.
Yeah, it says I have disadvantage on perception checks while the hood is up. So
Oh.
Oh,
It's okay, I got you. I rolled well.
okay. I rolled the same number, so
Solid.
23.
Woof.
Oh, wait.
Very nice.
That's what I
That's what
got.
you both got.
Wow.
That's also
With
my
this-
passive perception, so I don't know.
Yeah, shut your filthy. Yeah. So you would have seen this regardless. Yeah, you guys have a really tender and bonding moment. I'm gonna give you both inspiration because I really like that. It was
nice.
really beautiful, really pretty scene. And I think as you guys are kind of having this touching moment, you watch as the sky above, these beautiful reds and oranges just fill the sky as this aurora begins to take shape over Icewind Dale, like the nights before. But as far as you are concerned, there's nothing of note. There's no kind of, you don't see anything approaching. You don't see any kind of lights. Nothing really stands out to you. It's mainly you just on top of this long lost shelter of whatever it was at one point, with friends and that foreboding loneliness that you can see as you just look out into the empty wilderness. But nothing catches your eye. And with that, your guys' watch comes to an end, and you can wake up the third watch, which is Mr. Kittrus and Mr. Heisey.
I'll go wake up Hyacea.
I go to wake up Kittrus, like, before you even start moving to Hyacea. I know you're gonna go to him.
I'll give you a little shove and be like, wakey, wakey.
It's time.
Yeah, it's your watch.
Alright. Waking up time.
The two of you are brought to awakeness. You're awoken. I say we see Sir Lancelot and Caldra both lay back down and find memory, and we're gonna hang a little bit on the scene as we see Caldra in her emotional state, emotional stress. I need you to roll a d100 for me. As you, like you've said, you don't dream, but when you fall asleep, a memory comes to the forefront of your vision. You see something from your past.
It was a 41.
Okay. So we go into this memory. We're transported into this memory of these little huts, this beautiful area, and this woman, this older woman with all these vines on her. To Caldra, you know who this woman is, who she represents you. You grow close to her. You become more so like a mother-daughter bond. There's this bond that forms, and it just over time as you are trained, you just grow closer and closer to this person. And you hear Ashana break through. She says, I don't know why you keep bonding with people when you know how these things end. You're never the one in control. You never know what happens, but I think it's time that I showed you what really happened those many years ago. We see kind of like a quick timescape as you are visibly growing older. You are with this older woman, with Caldra, this druidic person. You're with Caldra. But you're not in control. You very much realize that Oshana is in control. There is this sense of confrontation that has arose. Maybe Caldra, the druid, has recognized that there's some mood shift as this quarry has taken over, is in the driver's seat. You see just glimpses of Caldra going to see this argument happening. She leaves, and you see before you two goblets, two chalices, both filled with ruby red wine. As Ashana goes about and makes these cups for Caldra when she returns to, as a bit of a peace negotiation, as a bit of a way to save face for herself, as she is sensing that this druid has picked up on this shift of mentality. You watch as Ashana, rummaging through the various herbs and overhanging plants, you watch as she walks over to a familiar looking nightshade. You watch as she plucks necessary components off of this plant, and you watch her break out a mortar pestle and begin to grind this up into a fine powder, and then you watch her dump it into one of the goblets. She speaks to you and she says, "Every time you let someone in, I will always be there to take them away." And you see a quick glimpse of Caldra coming back and Ashana offering the poisoned goblet to her. She outstretches her hands, says some sort of words. You can't hear the dialogue. It's all mumble jumble. Not all is being shared, but you watch as Caldra drinks from the poisoned goblet, quickly grab her throat and start to convulse, and you watch foam just begin to spittle out of her mouth. You watch as she goes to try and cast some spell on herself to cure herself, but whatever somatic phrases that need to be said are no longer spoken. She cannot speak as she is gagging on her own tongue as it swells up and she's choking on this vomit, on this foam. You watch as she goes to try to cast some sort of spell. You see she's doing some sort of hand symbols, and you watch as Ashana grabs her hands and restrains her and holds her from casting the spells. You watch as Caldra, the old woman, the woman that has lived and raised you from what you are to what you were to what you are now. You watch as the light slowly just leaves her eyes as she falls into a cold embrace, trying to hug you one last time before she falls down and dies. And with that, we move over to the third watch. As you guys wake up, it is your turn to watch. The fire's crackling above you. The orange-red glows of the aurora are slowly beginning to kind of lose their shade as this is coming into the early hours of dawn beginning to approach. It is your turn to watch.
Kitris will sit by the fire and pull out his pipe of smoke monsters. He's gonna sit there and stare into the fire. I say we'll just see, like, every 5 minutes, Kitris will blow out the shape of a ring. While he's thinking, and what Kitris is actually thinking about is, I assume Kitris has seen Sir Lancelot like pray or meditate or something to that effect, right, Emily? Like, do you ever stop and meditate, or?
Yeah, he'll do little prayer mutters to things.
Yeah, I think Kitris will. He'll be pondering how can I do something like that? With all of this evil shit going on, there's this part of Kitris that envies what he's seen in Sir Lancelot. This whole the complete opposite of what we've been dealing with, basically. And so he'll just try it, without talking to Sir Lancelot about it. He'll just kind of try to meditate, not to any specific. Well, yeah, actually to a specific god.
Trying to convert.
Jacob, you know which one.
I do. Can you message me just so I know?
Yes.
Just to make sure. And I will also notice, as you guys are going about your watch, maybe during your watch, you would probably an hour or so into Caldra would pop up and just be awake. We're gonna stay in y'all's moment, but she will wake up halfway through this watch. So.
Okay.
And so yeah, he'll just sit there and try to get lost in a small prayer, I guess.
Yeah, what would your prayer be if you know of any? What would you want to project right now?
I think he would probably think about what Antiochus just told him, and relating that to knowing that he has some type of curse or possession or something going inside of him. I think he would just ask for more clarification, more answers, just like something more to put the pieces together.
Yeah. As you meditate and you think on this, you focus on this. I need you to roll a d100 for me. So you flip the coin while you're turning the coin over in your hand as you are thinking about this. Your goal is to get a 5 or lower.
34.
Yeah, you're meditating and you find that peace within yourself. You are, you feel like you're doing it right. But sadly, there isn't much of an answer. There's no kind of like whatever you were expecting, some sort of divine guidance or any of that kind of nature. There's nothing that kind of comes to the forefront at this moment.
Makes sense.
But you do have this sense of peace though as you are practicing this meditation, this prayer. It brings a sense of don't take this out of context. It feels like Kitris maybe has more of a sense of worth when he practices. Like it hones him, brings him down to earth, something along those lines.
Right.
Seeing
I'll give
him,
you an inspiration too, Craig, for that. It's a cool call.
Seeing Kitris before he started praying, blowing the pipe, I would have went up to ask if I could sit next to him.
Yeah.
Not just gonna. You doing all right?
Yeah. I'm not gonna give details, but I guess did the whole, peering into my head thing, so just kind of thinking on what he told me. It's nothing serious, it's nothing secretive, it's just something I want to think on. Share anything with it.
Understandable.
Yeah.
There was something about a raven. You're blowing a lot of them.
Yeah. I don't know what it means.
Yeah. Happens. You mind if I get a hit of the pipe?
Not at all.
I'll indulge with you. Well, I'll take a hit. Do I get a cool shape?
I think it's
does
while
it-
you're smoking it, you can create whatever shape you want. Basically, it's small enough to fit into a 1-foot cube.
Oh, that's cool. No, I don't think I'll make a shape. Honestly, I think I'd just blow it out. Just because, I don't got any dramatic thing. But trying to open up more with you guys. But if you ever need to talk, pretty sure we're all here for you.
Yeah.
You know who, but
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Honestly, and like I said, I feel like I have to think, or I can say much, because I haven't really. And same to you. Honestly, reaching out and trying.
Yeah. I'm not used to it, but I'm trying.
Do you have anything right now?
I don't know. I'm kind of always just concerned about my brother, but there's not much I can do about that unless I make a deal with someone I don't want to make a deal with.
Oh. I wish I knew not what it was like for a sibling to be missing, but I mean, I never had any siblings at all. Just me my mom, and then I left home. I don't know if we talked about this. If I've told anyone, I don't remember.
I don't think you have.
The tribe of Goliaths that for a little bit before I ventured this way. They were helpful, keeping my aggression down. Still, I never really got close to anyone. Sorry your brother's missing. I don't know about his brother, right? I hope we can find him.
Yeah. Hopefully. I always have hope, but you never know what'll happen.
Oh. Hopefully we don't run into any more undead owlbears. Never know what's out
Oh,
here.
yeah. Let's hope not. I mean, when we get to that ship, I think we're expecting a big worm. Other than that, that's all we really know.
Interesting to see what we find. Hopefully there's actually something there, and not just
This isn't pointless. I mean,
stray.
let's hope. Let's really hope.
At least we're getting, 50 gold a day.
That is true. The money is nice.
Yeah.
Even if it's from someone I don't trust, it is nice.
It just blow on the pipe again. I'll actually blow out an undead owlbear this. It's kind of
You got the bones falling off and everything.
Right, yeah.
Wow.
getting pretty good at it.
Damn, it's impressive.
Yeah. With that, take a perception check.
I
Make a
will
perception
take
check
it.
for me.
Perception check. Got it.
1 and 1.
Also, Ethan, I'll give you inspiration as well for being vulnerable.
Okay.
And
Appreciate it.
also,
I was gonna use my
Antiochus-
inspiration as well. So.
Yeah, use it, and then you get another one. Antiochus and Enoch, you both get some as well.
God.
Forgot to reward you earlier for that.
I just got a 12.
I also got a 12.
Wow, look at that. Yeah, I think as the aurora above begins to fade out and the sun begins to kind of creep over, we just see a visual of you two just smoking this pipe monster, not really noticing much. Besides, you guys are just probably puff passing this pipe back and forth, making different illusionary effects. Avarice probably stirs, wakes up, begins cooking breakfast for you guys. But as the light begins to kind of creep up and the illumination, the rays begin to kind of spread across this wilderness, all of you wake up. Wake up! And Kaldra, and halfway through y'all's last watch, Kaldra did wake up. So you guys would have seen her wake up. I don't know if Kaldra would have. What would you have done? Would you have stayed asleep, or would you have made your?
No,
how-
she would just sat there in her bedroll.
Okay, I would say that you two.
Crying.
Yeah, you two did not notice her wake up. She just was awake, sleeping, or awake, crying. The sadness, from this memory come to fruition. But you all wake up. You all get a long rest. You all get 10 temporary HP. All your stuff recharges.
Nice.
Those are some good portents.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I get at least.
Yeah, no, I think they're good.
Yeah, we see all you guys wake up on this new day. Avarice passes the 50 gold out, add 50 gold again to y'all sheets, and Antiochus, she hands you the spell that you had so longly requested those 2 days ago. She hands you a spell scroll of see invisibility.
Nice.
And then she says to you, what would you like next, or shall I pick again?
Could we do Phantom Steed?
She says, that is not an evocation spell, but I
Oh,
will lean into the humor of your trades, and I will get you that spell. So yes.
thank you.
I just think evocation is a much more potent kind of magic. But if you are more of a anyways, I could go on.
What?
Yes, I will get you.
What? No, what? No. What were you gonna say?
Nothing. It's not important.
Okay.
But I will make sure you get that spell in 2 days. You will get it on the 9th. As today is the 7th.
Okay.
And once again, you go to add it to your spell book. Using that mark on your hand, you're able to instantly learn it. It's in your spell book.
Oh yeah,
roll needed.
baby.
As your deal with the devil keeps holding true to its good standard.
Oh,
And high save
that's
goal is
such a
at
good
66.
feature name. Deal with the devil.
Yep. Yeah, you guys all awake. The axe beaks have been unloaded from their. You guys load them up. Packet can't. A new day's dawning on you all. We're gonna do the same rules of travel again. So we're gonna dictate the pace again. We got slow, normal, or fast. Yes, Tyler.
Could I talk to
Yeah, if you guys want to have a scene. Feel free to have a scene. Yeah.
Caldra? Hey, What's
good
up?
Morning.
how you doing?
I'm alright.
Sure. Sure. Okay. I hope you're doing okay. But I recently got a new spell called See Invisibility. It lets me do a couple other things. Like I'll be able to see Oshana if I cast it, or anyone that I cast it on can see Oshana.
Okay. That's pretty cool. She's not very interesting. Well, I guess is interesting to look at. That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought maybe it'd be cool to see if you wanted to talk about her sometime. I know she's like but
I get to talk to her every day.
well, yeah, but you don't get to talk about her and every day. And it helps contextualize what she is for people like us.
Okay.
Also, got my lens of insight. If you ever need any kind of, or if you want me to do it on other people, but I've used it before with everyone's consent. It's all consent. But
Maybe later.
Yeah.
I need to talk to Heisei real quick. Thank you again. She'll pat you on the shoulder.
yeah, sure. Can I run over to Heisei?
Oh my goodness.
I'm heading that way.
You just
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run over. to Heisei.
He just turns around and sprints over.
Goodness.
Okay.
I'd like to cast the invisibility on Heisei.
Okay.
So he can see Oshana.
So you can see Oshana while he's talking to you. Shh! Heisei, just let it happen. Just let it happen. And
What is happening?
It's fine. It's
Throws a blanket on you.
It lets you.
What?
It lets you see invisible things and ethereal. Okay, she's coming. Bye. I fucking.
What is happening?
The spell casts on you. You're able to see into the ethereal plane, and you watch as Caldra approaches you. Caldra, how does your quarry manifest? Does it float around you? Is it within you? How does it look visually in your mind?
I think since she's in a kind of like a dark feeling right now, Oshana is like literally hovering right next to her shoulder, like so close to her ear, like she's probably whispering things in it.
Yeah, so you see that like that ball of gray tendril stuff that she's shown you in the past. You see it, and it's coalesced next to one of her ears, and it's you don't know you don't hear any noises or anything, but you see this quarry, you see this thing, this parasite of sorts.
Heisei, do you have a moment?
Yeah.
Um,
Is everything all right?
yeah, everything's fine. She's gonna grab her coin pouch. I have over 500 gold, so you can get what you need to, find your brother. Here you go.
No, it's fine. I'm not
No,
gonna
no,
take your money.
really, take it. I don't need it.
Kaja, I'm not gonna take your money.
Please, Heisei.
Why is this so urgent?
I just I wanna help you. And you can
It's fine.
save your gold you have for, equipment that you need, I wanna help. Just let me help, please.
You're helping as is. You don't need to give me your money.
If you don't take it, I'm just gonna give it to someone else to help you.
I mean, you really don't have to do that, Kaldra.
She's gonna take your hand, put it in your hand, and let go. You have 584 gold and 14 silver.
This feels wrong.
That's a 23 to put it back in your pocket.
I have a 23 passive perception.
Yeah, she would notice you trying to slip it into her pocket.
Damn
Heisei,
it.
no. Keep it.
No,
I'm being
don't.
so serious right now, Heisei. Keep it.
I'm being serious as well. I don't want your money.
Antiochus,
Yes?
come here.
Okay. What's up?
You're gonna take this gold
No, you're not.
Why am I taking it?
No, you're not. That's it.
to help
No,
to
you're not.
use it to help Heisei, okay?
Heisei, do you want the money?
No, I've told her this multiple
Heisei doesn't
times.
want the money.
I
Don't you
it's
think
funny.
that's important? Don't you think that's important?
Fine. She'll take
Why
her
are you
coin
why are you giving your money away?
to help Heisei. He needs it.
Is it really to help Heisei? What's going on that you're just giving all your money away?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't.
I
think
don't
something's right.
need it.
Yeah, but you can still have it and use it to help your friends.
Well, that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, but you don't have to give it away.
It's fine.
Okay. All right. Thanks for calling me over. I'll see you around. If you need anything, both of you.
I
Right
wanna
here.
Try something. I want to try something. I don't know if it'll work. I want
Okay.
to try it though. Where is it?
And by the way, the whole everyone here sees this happen. Like Avarice is watching it. Avarice is watching this intently. Sir Lancelot and Enoch are watching this happen because Antiochus isn't very quiet about this. He's
She
very
also
much being-
yelled for me. She's like, Antiochus. And I'm like, yeah?
Yeah, Avarice is watching you guys very intently. She's learning a lot of information.
She's learning
So,
group dynamics.
okay. So with me having sea invisibility, I want to try it. I hope it works. I want to use psionic whispers.
Oh, my goat. He's my goat.
It says
I don't
any
know.
creature I can see. I can
Oh,
speak telepathically.
oh, now I have to be mean.
My goat. I'm so glad I used it on you. Oh
go
my
for it.
god.
It'll work.
Yeah. Let me roll my d4. Oh God. She can talk to me for 4 hours.
Why'd
Oh
you do
my
this?
Oh wait. Is it? Oh, it's a d8. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Oh my gosh, it's 8 hours. No way.
You reap what you sow, motherfucker.
Oh God. Yeah. I didn't realize it upgraded because we leveled up. Yeah, I can do it with 3 creatures now. Oh yeah, but
Ooh,
Include me.
it's disgusting.
include me.
I don't need the group chat.
Oh God. All right. This is lovely. All right. I'm gonna link with it, and I'm gonna be like, all right, what the fuck did you do?
Well, hello, Prince.
I'm already
Cringes.
regretting this.
He cringes in front of everybody.
I did nothing to her.
I'm gonna roll an insight check on that.
You are unable to read its body language as its body is twisting massive gray tendrils. You're not going to be able to make this insight check.
Never mind. I won't.
Too
You
foreign.
you also don't know her well enough to even like pick up on
That's
anything.
true.
Besides her like vocal, but besides what she says, you can't really ascertain any more truth from her.
Well, either way, I'm still not gonna believe her because I know she's just
Yeah,
an
no,
asshole.
you feel free to believe whatever you want.
Well, whatever you did, even if you're gonna say you didn't, I don't know why she's giving me all her coin, but please, I get you're in her head always. Just give us some space for a little.
No, that is my body.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I will keep whispering in her ear until I can take it back.
Well, I guess let's hope that never happens then. And I guess I will start to walk away. And
Bye,
just-
Prince.
8 hours, baby.
8 hours of this bullshit. All right.
I mean, you guys are like kind of loading up y'all still on the mountain thing. You are like
Yeah.
loading y'all's axe beaks and stuff up. So you just start walking away, but like you kind of like turn back around and come back.
I'm like, oh fuck. All right.
Back so soon.
I can just ignore you too.
Can you not end it whenever you feel like?
I don't think I can.
Also,
Um,
he's doing this.
Yeah.
Caldrid's still there too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
Kelsey.
think it's like a mind thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's just
Okay.
it'll just be there. I'm so glad I used that on him.
I'm
I didn't
looking.
I didn't think it would work
I'm
like
not
that.
looking. No problem. I hope I can end it.
Is there like a range that's effective in?
It's 1 mile of each other.
Ooh,
All
you
you have
gotta-
to do is run a mile
Good
away.
job. Well, morning run.
We should be within the 5-mile radius of the Summer Star. So I mean, I guess that'll be helpful.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Check out the perimeter.
Yeah. Well then, yeah. I'll definitely just look at everybody and be like, I'm gonna check around first. Go on my little walk.
All right, be
figure it
safe.
out. Oh, I will.
She'll say, "Bye, Prince."
Holy hell! Can you shut up?
I hate to see you go. But
What the
Uh,
hell?
I
So-
couldn't finish it.
So as that phrase kind of lingers, we see you guys all kind of mount up. Maybe Heise, you'll go on your mile trek. You're not gonna go too far.
Huge
Even if you
jump.
did, they would see you. They would see you from this
Mhm.
formation. You're easily able to find your way back. No blizzards descend upon you as you do this trek. But we enter our travel portion. We're gonna do the whole rolls that we did again. So I need to know what pace you guys are going: slow, normal, or fast. Slow is 14 hexes, normal is 18, and then fast is 20, or normal is 16, and then fast is 20. So what pace do you want to go at?
Fast.
Fast
I
again.
mean, we could
So-
go at slow. It's just right here.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Might
that
as well
makes
just
yeah.
go slow.
So
I'm
14.
leading the pack. We're going slow.
Yeah. So you guys are going to go slow this day of travel. You're going to be very meticulous as the horrors of yesterday's, surprise encounters and potentially almost second encounter, kind of still haunts you. There are going to be no encounters this morning as you guys are traveling slow. But of course, you will arrive at the Kraken's Kiss. So I will go ahead and move the tokens to there. So you have 14 hexes total. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you arrive to the Kraken's Kiss. So you have 9 hexes moved.
What time in the day?
It's kind of late.
So you guys left around 8 o'clock in the morning. So you guys would have traveled here. It's roughly noonish, I would say, noon, 3 o'clock-ish, because you did travel a majority of the day. So you still have it's probably 1-ish, 1:30-ish, 2-ish around that time frame. But whenever you continue your travels, you will have 5 hexes left. So I'm just gonna notate that. So no encounters happen in this day's travel. So you guys ride for the 5 to 6 hours that it takes to make it here. As you guys kind of pull back on the reins as you begin to get closer to your destination, you're pulling it back on the axe beaks. You see where the land and the water meet, as large ice floes kind of bob up and down, or kind of landlock various other pieces of large chunks of ice. And you see these large ice floes kind of crashing into one another, making this just endless boom of just like echoing thunder that kind of just spreads across the waterfront. The water itself is chaotic, as a sea of moving ice is very much the name that it is. And these like loud echoing crashes, it's as if clockwork. It happens on a clockwork, like rhythmic kind of a cadence. Like it's just naturally happening. The sea of moving ice, as the Devil folk call it, it stretches out very much like the wilderness around you. It is a featureless, frozen front of just rapid waves and rough waters. About 100 yards from where you currently stand, you see a towering ship landlocked by frozen ice. This beautiful, beautiful ship landlocked by just different ice flows. It's just stuck in place. Its exterior glistens with ice and snow, and scattered around the ship with no real pattern are a handful of massive sinkholes. These very large, massive sinkholes that just drop into the frozen earth below. Whatever warmth that is trapped beneath the ice rises out from below these. As it meets the cold air, this just large plume of smoke just kind of cascades up and gets scattered by the rough winds over here by the sea. But you have all arrived at the Cricket's Kiss, the ship formerly navigated by Caldra. And we see you all take this in as we fade to black, and we kind of enter session with you guys arriving to this ship, knowing what horrors and what battle may lie ahead, and what treasure and loot lies within a dragon's hoard, a side portion of a dragon's hoard, a notable discovery, a notable reward.
Yeah, give me a spell store.
And with that, we end our session. So thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. It's a very, climactic start, very somber ending, but it is telling for this group of heroes that are bonding through their own trauma that they've had in their lives. They are trauma bonding.
Woo!
So with that, we will see you next Sunday for another session as the party dives into the Kraken's Kiss and fight whatever's on board or whatever lies beneath in those large sinkholes.
A great
Thanks for tuning in. I will see you all next week. No Tuesday session, so if you're looking to fan Delver below, sucks. I'm going to be out of town. So thanks for watching, and good night and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.